Buonasera tutti.
What?
Good evening and welcome
Really
to
spat right at you.
Fate's Grip, the spattening.
Ew.
Ew, what the fuck?
I think that's fit.
No splattering here, please.
I'm just giddy and happy that we're all here.
I need to know also, I need everyone to check at some point whether my glasses glare is bad on the stream
okay.
because I've never worn them on
No.
the stream and it gives me mad anxiety.
No, it doesn't glare at all, actually.
Look that
You're
way
good.
for a second.
Welcome, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for your patience while we...
With your other eye, look.
Fuck off.
while we came into the scene, we are missing Ben this evening, which is a big bother. I miss him dearly, but we will see him. What? We'll see him hopefully next week here. Thank you so much for the sub NVCDM. Appreciate you so much. 46 months, and it's weird having the stream at an actual East Coast time. You'll have to tell us more about that in your own time. But
Yeah,
hey,
enjoy
I'm
your
glad-
new time zone, buddy.
Yeah, apparently, hey, realm of Rus.
Hey.
What?
That's their
I
name.
thought you were
You're
saying...
too excited to be
I am
here.
quite excited.
I
to
thought
be
you were
here.
saying it's weird to have it at the East Coast time, and I was like, that's not any different for us. Okay, Michele, pop off.
Pop off, King.
I'm going.
Is it Russ or Russ? My
I'm
head-
going to say.
I feel like it's Russ.
It's Russ.
Like
I've
Russell.
decided it's Russ. Unless it's not, and then it's Russ.
Like, g'day, Russ.
Yeah, exactly right.
What's up, Bruce?
Yeah.
Anywho, we have some shout outs that we'd like to do. Did you want to kick us off?
How many do you have? We can do one for one.
I've got one so far, so I can go first.
No, I'll do it
Because you
first.
probably have more.
Yeah,
Yeah, go
so
for
I'll
it.
go
Okay,
first.
okay.
Hey. No, I'm joking. Hey, thanks to anyone who tried to tune in last Tuesday for the Royal Rescue. It was a lot of fucking fun. We did get it recorded, and it will be up ASAP. I'm just doing some editing on it. It will run live here on the Twitch channel, and then it'll go up on YouTube as well. It was a lot of fun. Thank you to everyone for persisting. Thank you also to the players that were along, including Jeannie. We had Cloud Kilconnor on there as
That's
well.
good.
Yeah.
So sorry, Connor.
Hey, speaking
Hey.
of,
Oh,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
great.
yeah.
Shout out.
I think we
wear this
actually
all the
have-
time, so thank you very much.
I think we actually have
Likewise, Ray.
we do. Thank you, Ash. We have a command. And we also had Promethean. We had Ash Makes Props, who has made the Netherstones from Baldur's Gate 3. Fucking so cool.
Cool.
You
They're
can check
gorgeous.
them out on their store. But yeah, and we had D20, but he's not important, so
God, D20.
yeah.
What?
I love D20.
He's quite a nice person.
He is actually really cool.
He's
Yeah,
a
no,
great
he's great.
dude.
He's
He
great.
suits up well, actually. He
He
has good
does.
suits.
He really does.
Blue? Was that the blue
He's
one?
a dapper
He
fellow.
does. He is quite dapper.
Yeah.
I wish I was that dapper.
D the dapper. D dapper. So, was that? That's you.
Like a dabber. Gotcha.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on. Michele, your shout out. Over to you.
I've got our usual shout outs. So we're on a few.
Just do one of them and then we'll go back and we'll go back.
Oh my god. We're on one social outlet, YouTube. Catch us on YouTube. And if you would like to catch up on episodes that you haven't seen this campaign, go for it.
That was so
Is that
short.
it?
Oh, I thought you said one and one. One.
Oh.
Hey, another cool thing I get the pleasure of being a part of is Castleton at the moment over on the Winter's Tales stream. I got to record my session the other day, which will be going up on the stream this weekend, Sunday. One thing that you can do if you want to, fuck up Promethean's life, which you all should want to do that, but only from an in-game perspective, disclaimer.
Okay.
Or
Ideally.
Oh, no.
Oh, bugger.
Instructions unclear.
Can't remember his butthole.
and if you want to see my cool
said what I
little
said.
gnome character, Hexia Mabel Grace, stick around for as long as possible. You can jump in over onto the Ko-fi and you can donate to give me a magic item or a boon or an advantage of sorts. Or if you're feeling really nasty, you can sabotage someone in the game. Please don't sabotage me, and this is the only time I will ever beg for this. Please don't fucking sabotage me, because I really want to outlive Promethean for once. Any other stream, kill me off in a moment. This one, keep me alive,
I guess
please.
tonight's the night then.
Hey.
Winter's Tales this Sunday, 9 a.m.
We've also got a code for everyone, so if you want to donate to us and improve our stream, we are more than appreciative of any donations you can give. Your shout out.
Oh my god.
I thought we did one at a time.
Your ones are very fast though.
Yeah.
Yes.
I've forgotten all of mine.
Okay, great. I'll continue. You can find us on Apple Podcasts. You can find us on Spotify as well if you'd like to listen and not watch. So we are also on there. What?
Sorry, it's the way you said it.
Oh, God.
Because of your face.
Because you can't stand it.
No, if you can't stand us, sit down.
Oh my god.
Yep. If you want to listen in, Apple Podcasts and Spotify podcasts are up to our most recent episodes. Have you remembered? Last Hole Games are also an amazing
Oh,
group
sorry,
of
I
people.
didn't know you were talking to me.
That's
I was
okay.
just responding to
An
it.
amazing group of people who create 3D printouts of your face. So if you want to be a part of a bust, you can head over to Last Hole Games and hit them up for some awesome face building. Yeah. They're great people as well.
Yeah.
Hey, it's especially great to see Ash now, which I've just said in the chat, because Ash went through all of our quotes and has been like doing some really fucking tough mod work on the channel just to make everything look pretty.
Thank you. There was some
Thank you
filth in
so
there.
much,
Thank you.
Ash. Not even just filth, it was just like organization. Not like some things weren't in quotes, some things didn't have who said what, some things did, some things were in different orders. So like Ash went through and like made everything uniform and really cool. So thank you so much, Ash.
Super.
You are a wonderful you are a wonderful mod, and we are very lucky to have you. Speaking of our mods, one of our others who we've already had a quick chat about tonight, MVCDM. Shout out to MVCDM and Promethean, who I got a video call from yesterday, and they were together.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, I was streaming
Jolly.
at the time, and I was like, I'm on stream. But yeah, no, it was really fucking cool. So
Yeah, cool.
shout out just to our community in general. I just love everyone. Yeah. Anyway.
If you also want to sub on Twitch, you can as well. You can use your Amazon Prime sub. You can.
What the fuck?
You can use your Amazon Prime sub, which is free
Shout outs first.
free to do.
Yeah, mine is so nice.
Emily's like, we love the people. Shout out to the people. And
I'm saying,
Michaela's like,
give us money.
sub us
Yeah.
on Twitch.
Basically.
Or Domas, whatever you prefer.
I have
I'm Twitch. So.
Amazon Prime.
Do you?
Amazon Prime.
Oh,
Yeah.
What? Sorry?
I have Amazon Prime.
damn.
I know I could
That's
use
an
that.
unused sub.
Spending
you
my
can,
own money on this.
Can we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get a free sub.
Crazy, right?
With Amazon Prime?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not
You
just
can-
for ordering
Like a
like, elastic
foot long or
bands
6 inch?
on
Like Prime Video?
express
or...
delivery.
You get Prime Video, yeah, but you also get like.
You get express delivery.
I don't think I paid my Prime Video though.
I don't
accidentally.
think we're shouting out Amazon, but anyway.
Come on, Jeffrey.
No.
God,
No.
God, I was going to say something then. Okay.
Nice.
I'm so glad that quote is in there also.
Lovely.
Anyway, the new era of new quotes is upon us.
Yeah, a whole new world.
A
Dazzling
whole
place.
new place.
I don't think I've got any more. Anyone else? Great to
No.
be here. Great to see your faces.
It's great to see most of you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fuck you up immediately. We spend $300
Please
when
don't.
Castleton comes. Use my Amazon Prime.
No, it's already out. You can do it now.
Nah, wait till you're live.
No, like it's pre-recorded.
I'm gonna FaceTime you then, and then we can watch me. Bye.
Just do it on the break.
All right.
Love it.
Shout out to Castleton.
Shall we get into a game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
One that I hopefully don't die in.
We'll see.
Fuck around and find out.
Has my character not cried enough this campaign, honestly? You want to take around the person take away the person she's following around? Cool.
Was that a good impression of you?
It was,
Hey,
I thought it was her. I didn't look up. I thought it was.
I just heard it in my brain. Fuck you. But yeah, it was really good.
A new TikTok clip every week.
Oh Lord.
2 minutes. That's quite steep.
Not a lot of time though.
Okay. Either one.
6969. Hey, reward yourself those points back, Ash. I allow you
get
to
those points.
keep doing
That's
it
a lot of points just to.
until I'm no longer able to be killed.
Timer is on. So, shall we recap? All right. So,
You can't kill me in the recap.
Yeah, you can't kill her in the recap.
that's right. Yeah. How that? Retrospective.
Good, just last session when Kailani died.
Sorry.
Now,
Wow.
a new day dawned, and
No, we were going back. Oh yeah, no, that's a recap. I'm so sorry.
that's all right. So you explored Korth the day after. You saw Lila Jadu perish in that attack in the administration, but Maury came and saved her. And as he did, he caught up with you again, returning and helping save the life of one of your companions. When you were exploring the markets of Korth, you found strange sights, like a goblin at a stall that had a build-a-monster business. You came across information about a tavern, a safe haven for Locke, and a wizard well known watching you but not being observed by
you fully
anyone
missed
else.
that. You fully missed it. Fuck.
After speaking to
Forgot
this
about that.
mysterious wizard for a time, you split ways, and while Annalise and Kailani attempted to bargain for a Pegasus, Rin and Locke travelled to the Temple District to find Pelor and Balinor, while Ivor remained behind to find out more about this magical staff that you obtained by one of the other great wizards of the 12. So, we start our proceedings with Kailani and with Annalise as lamenting the purchase that wasn't to be, but a task that you had been given should you find yourself back in the Eldin Reaches, Annalise. You have that option, and that option remains open for you to capture a strange beast with red glowy eyes as a trade for maybe an egg of your choosing. But you find yourself back at Maury's home with Kailani. And as you enter, Maury is still there, and he seems to be reading a large tome as he turns his head as you enter. It is good to see you back, though quite soon after you've left for the morning. Your adventures took you enough discovery in Korth? You discovered enough, or...?
You can answer. I'm just crying in the corner. My voice is hoarse because I've been crying. I'm no horse, which I don't have.
My horse is Pegacorn. My voice is Pegacorn.
I'm so sorry. I've been so sick the last week as well.
You're fine.
So
The
my
fact you're
voice is
here
fucked.
is a blessing. Thank
It's
you.
a miracle.
Did you say
But-
egg? You said egg, right?
Yeah, of a Pegacorn. Which we couldn't
Are you
get.
at the house
No.
still?
No,
Or are
no.
you
I
out?
just
Oh, you-
as a player, I'm wondering why that animal hatches out of an egg.
Oh my god, we didn't even ask that.
Yeah, actually.
It's like
What if he's jipping us?
We don't know this. This is meta knowledge. Ah!
never mind. Sorry.
So we're at the house.
You're at the house.
Who's there?
Maury.
That's it.
That's it.
Is Lila there?
Lila isn't with you. No. She decided to continue on and find out a little bit more about that strange tavern that was mentioned about being able to protect the tiefling kind, like Locke.
and correct me if I'm wrong, just because I need to refresh myself.
Refresh.
Our plan was, from memory, they were going to do their thing, we were doing our thing, we were meeting back, and we were yeeting ourselves towards the lightning rail to try and catch old mate imposter prince.
Correct.
Right. Stop nodding, you weren't there.
I am nodding on my understanding of what you're saying.
Yes, you are going to meet with haste because the lightning rail awaits, and this prince who was apparently found, but you are aware that perhaps there is some disguise
Might not be who he
goings
says
on,
he
is heading for the lightning rail to escape Korth.
Okay. So it's just Maury here.
Just
and
Maury.
Maury was or wasn't with us when we were with Farizo.
No.
So has no idea about this. Look, there is a lot you can discover in a short amount of time if you know exactly what you're looking for. We didn't, but we happened to stumble across it. And for that reason, we need to hope that the others come back soon and get our way to the lightning rail ASAP.
Maury stands up immediately, closes this tome, and says, are you in some danger?
Not danger, unless, hurt emotions. But, I don't know. We could be in danger. We just need to track down this prince that, Nilly did kill Lila. Which we know where he's going. He's towards the lightning rail, probably to make some sort of a quick escape. We must catch him.
He glances back towards his tome, and he says, I have a way to get there quickly.
Is it legal?
Not exactly.
Okay, I love it. Let's wait for the others, and then if we can beat him there, then even better. He might not be who he says he is the primary concern.
I see. Well, in that case, perhaps haste is warranted here.
Yes, I don't know whether you have the ability to message our companions, but if you can. Oh wait, never mind. I do. I have the ability.
Yes, you recall
Never
that
mind.
Rin did cast that ability on you to be able to communicate with you.
Will you stop weeping over that?
It's in the corner.
If you have any, in the meantime, connections to pegacorn breeders, or breeders of Pegasus or unicorn, that would be greatly
I'm
appreciated
just
by...
gonna curl up in fetal position in front of the fire and lay there and cry.
You don't see
There's not a fire, so you light one first.
you.
The earlier fireplace. Was it a fireplace?
There is a fireplace there.
Yeah, that fireplace.
Yeah, great.
Even if it's cold, who cares?
It's embers, so it is still warm. As you curl up, you don't notice the approach, but very softly, a small amount of tissues are laying beside you, as Maury also provides a bit of a cup of water in case you needed it.
Same.
I'll tap my temple because I haven't really done this much with Rin. I always tend to get left out. It's fine.
Because you're a bitch.
Yeah. I will say, in your mind, I'll say, not to interrupt, I think we should likely make haste if we can. We are back at the house. Maury has a way for us to get there that might mean we beat the prince.
What am I in the middle of?
At that point,
Crying in the fetal position in a temple.
Hey, that makes two of us.
you're still on your way.
You're in a temple?
But you've been given
mind.
the directions to Balinor, or at least Balinor's shrine, and you were climbing the set of stairs to the second level when you received that message.
Yeah, like how quick do you need us there?
How quick do you
Sorry, mod stuff.
Sorry, I had to tap it. It wasn't working.
The sooner the better would be ideal. The longer we wait, the larger the distance.
Alright, well, I don't have any way of talking to Ivor. Is he there?
Ivor! Not in your head, just out loud.
No one replies.
You don't happen to know how to locate Ivor, do you?
I have nothing of his, but I can.
I have a gold bar that he carried for some time.
That would help.
It's precious to me.
What? I'll hand over a gold bar.
As you do, he he holds it for a time on the table, puts his hand on top of it, and he spends about a few seconds muttering under his breath. A language you don't know, but one that you've heard him speak before. Most likely that's that unique dialect of the elves of the Undying Lands. As you Undying Korth, sorry. As you hear that speech, he opens his eyes and he says, "Yes, Ivor is heading towards the administration as we speak, perhaps trying to find out a bit more about the staff."
Can you message him and just tell him, abandon ship, come back?
Okay, I can do that. And as he does, Ivor, you have tucked the staff away, and also the staff currently does have the non-detection spell cast upon it for the purposes of what you've done.
How many hours have I got left on that?
8. Oh well, 7 now.
Yeah.
So plenty of time. And you receive a message from Maury, and the message simply asks you to return as soon as you can and abandon other priorities. Return to his home.
Abandon ship.
Okay.
Now,
Not a
where you
ship.
are now, not quite the administration again, because you had that encounter and that battle when you were there. You instead were told of some magical shops around the administration, around the plaza area that was the area around there, that would possibly be able to find out more about the staff. So independent shops, not part of the administration.
Can I respond to Maury?
Yes.
How much of a immediately do you mean? When you say immediately, do you mean like when I'm done doing what I'm doing immediately, or like turn around in the street now and come back?
The response you receive is, Kailani has said, or has stated, that the prince and the finding of the prince has taken priority currently.
Gotcha. Okay, it's from Kailani. So of these shops that are nearby, is there one that's like, no, you know what? Actually, if it's the prince, I really want to fuck. I would be a pain in the ass.
Sorry.
I was saying,
I really want.
I really want to fuck.
No, I
That
really
makes
would
two
like to be.
Fuck.
Golly, I'd like to be a bother. However, for the sake of my companions whose friendship I value, I will turn around in the street and head back.
No worries.
I'll say,
If you
okay.
find anything small and fluffy and cute and bring that back for me, I might stop crying.
Yeah, sweet. Did I see like a rat?
No!
Some kind of street rat?
No, because I have rat trauma.
Rat trauma.
They tried to feed me rats.
Yeah.
Can you stop sympathy coughing over there?
Yeah. Can only one of us fucking die tonight, please?
No
Thank
problem.
you so
so
much.
if on the way back I can find like a rat, a pigeon, and like a Dorito, I can probably make
You ever got Rat-a-tat? Or what's his name?
Ratata.
from Pokemon.
No,
Oh.
from Bananas in Pajamas.
Oh,
Oh, Rat in the Hat.
Yeah, that guy.
The rat in the hat. Or Ratus.
No.
Ratus the rat from.
Yeah,
Yeah.
whatever.
What
That
about
was
Little
that one
Mouse
from?
from Bear in the Big Blue House?
Unfortunately,
I'm walking back towards
you
them.
didn't receive that message, so you are going to return empty-handed there.
That's fine by me.
But
I think it's like T-Port.
you
But they're in
You
sets,
come
so
into
there are sets in there.
on your way back, as we are in your scene, you are stopped, or you are attempted to be stopped by a passerby. This older gentleman who wears what looks to be quite formal-looking black robes.
Uh-oh.
He is thin in his hands, and his sandaled feet are also thin and old. You can see the veins within them quite easily. Darker skin though, almost night in shade. His eyes really stick out as well as his teeth as he smiles. It's a friendly smile, and he says, "Excuse me, dwarf. May I ask? Have I seen you somewhere before?"
Maybe. Where are you from?
Vedica.
Maybe. I've been there before. What? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. My name's
My name's Jeff.
Mick. Mick the dwarf.
Mick, I thought I've seen you a few times wandering past the streets of Vedica, and you just looked familiar to me. How did you get into Korth?
I was permitted to enter.
I heard of some great deeds from the city. It is good that you survived. I wonder, I saw you traveling with companions. Did they all survive the dangers there?
No, they all died. They all died terribly. Terribly.
You alone survived.
Yes, one of them. Her name was Kailani. She died the worst, most gruesome death.
That is unfortunate.
Fleeing like a coward.
Fleeing like a coward. Yes, she tripped and fell into a giant hole.
I'm sorry.
To be fair, it was a bottomless pit, so maybe I don't know. Maybe she's still falling. Sorry, go on, friend.
Hey, that happened once.
That is a disastrous,
It did happen once.
a disastrous circumstance. How did you alone survive?
I'm epic.
Good.
That's why.
Someone of humility, I see.
Mm.
For someone of your stature, I wonder if I could. It is so fortuitous. I've run into you. I was part. I lived in Vedica for a time. Was one of the stall owners there, shop owners, but it was close to the warehouses where a lot of the destruction and damage and fire occurred, and so my shop burned down. So I'm here to try and rekindle my business.
Poor choice of words.
Well, of course, rekindle.
Do you like that?
My ask or my question is: are you heading back to Vedica anytime soon?
Perhaps. Our business might carry us that way. Why do you ask?
Well, I wonder.
By our, I mean the memory of my dead companions. And I.
The
It's
souls travel with me always.
it's just that I wonder if I could have perhaps your influence to just help me for a time. I have a business venture that is not going quite well, and I wonder if I could use you as the hero of Vedica to help me bring back my business somewhat. Your influence, your
Here-
words.
Oh, here in the city, or
Yes.
will it require me to go somewhere with you, or are you just needing like a quote?
No, if well, my shop is not far. The one I'm trying to rebuild here, and it's only down the street. I've just been out to collect some goods to renovate, on the inside, and my business partner doesn't really believe that we'll be successful here. If you can simply just convince them with your words, with your influence, that because Vedica survived, Korth can also flourish.
Okay. Well, I mean, yeah, sure. If it's on the way.
Convince them that you didn't that the dangers won't be brought over to Korth. That's their main worry.
Yeah, sure. If you want me to come and give a ringing endorsement, that is no problem. Would you any good at figuring out how magic staffs work?
He smiles at that and in more of a curious look, and he says, I do dabble in the arts, yes.
Are you any good at not telling people you've seen magic staffs you've seen when they ask you? If they ask you?
He looks a little bit a little. He now has this bit of concerned look. He looks around. There's no one around you initially. He says, "Well, for many, I'd say that I'm a law-abiding citizen. However, I'm speaking with a hero of Vedica, the hero of Vedica. I think
There you go.
I could make an exception. I am above the law, so. But if you deem this important, I can turn a blind eye. What does this pertain to?
It's just a staff I've got that I need to figure out what it does. That's the whole secret.
Well, yes, of course. If it's not safe to do so in the open, come by my shop with me now, and I can quickly have a look.
I shall tell your friend whatever it is you need him to hear.
Thank you. And he starts to walk, and a sigh of relief, and he starts to walk away from you. Are you following?
Yes, I am.
Cool.
It's on the way-ish.
It looks like it is. There's a turnoff that's a little bit, that's sort of almost parallel. You can see that he leads you down one of the more upstanding streets of Korth. Still in the market-ish
just standing
district. Still in the market district. It would probably take you only another 10 minutes or so to get to Maury's home. As you walk towards this one of many shops, you can see that this particular shop does look a little run down, as though it is being rebuilt. As though, as you look into it, there's one window on the right, a large square one, framed, and you can't see within it though. It's quite dark. You can see a curtain is over the top of the window, and the curtain is blocking out most of what you can see from within. But you can hear hammering from inside as well, as though someone's hitting a nail in wood. And the gentleman opens the door, and you smell like.
You smell.
You smell like woodwork, wood shavings, things like that coming from within. It's one big room, and you do see another person's shadow along the right-hand side, and you hear this.
You're gonna get killed, bruh.
No, this sounds safe.
You hear
No
the
laughing.
gentleman next to you say, "We have a guest. Cass, we have a guest." And the hammering stops, and the gentleman proceeds to invite you inside. He walks in first.
A dark building. All right, sure. Why not?
Sounds safe.
Sounds like somewhere I should go. I shall walk in.
Okay. As you walk in, he closes the door behind you, and there's only one torch that seems to be lit right above where this other person seems to be hammering a nail into wood. You can see that the place is getting rebuilt, refurbished like he described. But as you walk in, you notice that the floor already looks actually quite nicely varnished. So the floor itself isn't the problem. A lot of the walls need to be redone. It looks like a fairly gutted out establishment that someone else might have rented in the past or purchased in the past. There's a smell that you then suddenly get a sense of that almost seems like it's in the woodwork itself, and it's iron, like iron shavings. But you don't see any of that around you.
Why does your shop smell like iron?
Blacksmith. That was the prior. That was the prior business.
Ah,
Please sit. And he has a chair a table and chairs that are towards the back, with a candle on it, and that's not lit. And there are little snacks, biscuits, and a couple of drinks on there as well.
I'll have a bicky.
For God's
What
sake.
type of bicky?
It's sweet. It has like a
Fuck your train.
like an icing sugar coating.
Short
It has more of an orangey sort of taste to it.
Get it
as you
'cause you're
bite into
short?
it.
Shortbread.
Yeah, yeasty.
Maybe me.
And he sits opposite you, and as some of the timber is being moved around by this other companion, he asks, "May I see the staff? I'm happy to look at that first if you'd like."
I'll go here. I'll pull it out and unsheathe the staff or whatever, and hand it over. And I'll call over to the friend who's still hammering wood. What?
Nothing.
Cass, is that your name?
It is. And a confident-looking young gentleman, human, quite tall, quite lanky, stands and he starts to walk over towards you. He has this hammer in his hand, sort of on his side. You can see him in the glittering sort of light of the torchlight. Short brown hair, young face, round, ears that stick out, a nose that's way too big for his face. Otherwise nondescript. Wearing a simple green T-shirt and pants.
Cass, your good friend, whose name I didn't ask. What's your name, friend, before I came to your house?
Taurus.
Taurus. Nice. That's a cool name. Your friend Taurus here has said that you have some doubts about this new life you've set up for yourself.
As you hand over the staff, you can see that Taurus is now just looking at the staff and is making his little deliberations. The younger gentleman, Cass, says, yes, I think the look around at danger is everywhere. I think, I feel like whatever's in Vedekar, it's so retrospectively looking at the world, it's not too far away. How do we know that the dangers haven't arrived here? I'm just a bit concerned. I had to run away like Taurus did. I'm just concerned. I don't. We're setting up shop, and I just think it's all a waste of time. He just waits.
He just waits. You go, well, do you have any other marketable skills?
I mean, I'm a good woodworker. I build. I got that from my dad.
What do you sell here in this shop?
What do we sell?
Hopes and dreams.
The old shop in Vedekar had clothing, general goods, but we will sort of make a little spin of it. Maybe get some extra. Thank you. Extra money by making everything local. Advertising. Religious little artifacts. Make religious little things. But Korth is very big on that. You can see the temple district.
I mean, that's a great idea. So you have a plan.
So much pain.
Here's some logic for you.
Touch.
What's been happening in the city recently?
A prince is missing. There are talks of. There's the lockdown, obviously.
Yeah, that's what I was driving at. There's a lockdown. So if they can lock the city down and stop people and crims and everybody who wants to from coming in and out, they can stop some zombies.
I guess you're right.
Yeah. Have you ever seen a zombie swim?
What?
Sounds like a punch.
I'm sorry.
No, you haven't, because they can't swim. Everyone knows that.
What if they can?
You're not there.
I'm asking.
I know you're right. I haven't.
No,
I've
we
never-
as the viewer would like to know.
Yeah, the viewers
I
would
never
like
want
to
to see a
know.
Well, you're
zombie
gonna
again.
die then. I
I'm
guess.
just speaking for the people.
You're gonna die then. I
No, you're
guess.
fucked.
You're
Yeah.
100% gonna die. No, they can't swim. So the ports are safe. Those walls are really tall. See that floating tower made out of crystal? You're good here, man. Trust me.
I'm glad. Well, that's a weight of my shoulders, I guess. Could you make a persuasion check, please?
And remember,
Don't fuck it up.
hey. Let me just double check.
You need a nondescript tablet.
Yeah, I do. And remember, even though all my companions died gruesome deaths, except for one who's falling eternally, I survived. And if
no.
I can make it, you can make it. That's a 20.
Jeez, well done.
A dirty 20, but still a 20.
He says, "Wow, that's amazing. I guess you're right. We did we were just a little bit concerned. We're just a little bit unsure about what Korth will bring us. You know, more criminals, more evil. So it is quite nice that you should say so.
That's the spirit. I'll clap him on the shoulder.
Thank you. I better get back to work. And he goes
What
back.
a miserable NPC.
And he looks back towards Taurus and he says, "Look, if you really think it would be of help, or if it would be beneficial to try again, I'm happy to try. I appreciate you bringing me here and trying to start anew, and I'm sorry for my negativity." And Taurus looks over and gives him just a curt nod and looks back at you with a bit of a wink. And Taurus says, "This stuff is very interesting, actually. It has a spell on it to stop people understanding its whereabouts. Is that you?"
Oh, that's me. Yeah.
That's not about him.
Don't worry about that.
No, very good. I'm a little familiar with that sort of magic. This is very powerful stuff. How did you acquire it?
Do you remember my friend Kailani? She tripped over it. That's how she fell into the hole.
Dear. Not
I
good.
tripped over a staff into an everlasting hole. that
Eternally falling, yeah.
Same.
eternally falling.
Yes.
Wow.
I'd
What
say
a-
rest in peace, but you can't. It's eternal.
Yes. It's...
Surely I would have died from suffocation from falling for that.
I threw some rations in after you.
Suffocation.
Ah!
Did you say suffocation?
Yeah.
Rations will fix that though.
Yeah.
Why would you suffocate?
The velocity that I'm falling.
Sucks the air out of you.
Maybe.
As you glance back towards... you glance back to hear the sound of hammering again, in a bit more enthusiasm now, as you see has start to rebuild, and he continues. He says, "I'll just have a look at this stuff a little bit more detail while we do that, please help yourself to more sweets."
Nice.
Okay. So as we
No fucking fire in your belly at all. Just bickies.
as you continue to glance back at Taurus,
I saw that too. It's a terrible roll.
you find yourself. What are you doing now as you hear that message from Kailani?
I mean, I guess
You're
I'd
gonna stop for bickies as well?
look to lock and go. The Kailani reckons we got to get back, but let's do our thing, and then I'll just tell her that we left as soon as I heard.
Oh no.
If we're approaching the shrine to Balinor, the whole purpose was to try and find some Yage vine.
All right. Now excuse me. You were told that the Yage vine was readily available, but it's not exactly as it was described. When you walk through a very silent hallway made of silver, you start to see, as you head back into this hallway and into the room where the Shrine of Balinor awaits you, you already smell it. That scent of Yage hits your senses.
Dank Yage.
And as you enter the room of Balinor, there are plenty of sights to behold. You see first of all the shrine. It's in front of you, and it's a throne of antlers, like depicting the official emblem of antlers Balinor depicts, one of the hosts. You see that there are branches that have been carved and magically formed into animals that are still in life. And you see them form, and as though this entire forest floor that's leaves around you, a slight wind in this room. You see these wolves, these horses, chickens. You see, but none of them are alive. They're just depicted by these branches that make up an amazing depiction of them in real size. Horses that are galloping across this massive platform. You notice that there are trees that rise up around you, oak mostly. You notice that there's buffalo, rhinoceros, elephants, all with those branches that are intricately and expertly woven within each other to make these shapes. You can almost hear the sounds of what they would sound like in the wild. And you hear a trickle of water as the main massive throne that is made up of bark and stone and these antlers also has a small waterfall that trickles into a pond of stone below it. It's about 100 feet from side to side and about 80 feet long as you enter. There's no real, you don't notice that there's an actual statue or anything of Balinor, but only the things that he creates, it seems, that are depicted here. You see a couple of other people that are here as well. Fireplaces seem to have been made, and there are some that are simply praying and whispering. You hear whispers in the air, but also there are people who have pipes, smoking pipes, and seem to have that smell of yage vine in the air, the yage root. And you, as you look around, you see one other shifter that's there. The other two people are humans, but they wear bear cloaks, bear skins around their, and they look wild. They have tattoos all over their, not dragon mark, but just tribe-like tattoos all around their bodies. They're on the another side of the room. This one shifter seems to just be, and you don't recognize her, but she seems to just be still and breathing in this yage vine.
I guess knowing that I'm supposed to be in a hurry, I'd try to take it as much as the view as possible, but I don't know, if there's yage vine available, I would just try to cut a length of it.
Yep. And you can see that these trees seem to have that vine that strings between them. And though you know that not many people would know how to use it, though here it seems to be available if you know the right way to cultivate.
Yeah, I'd put some of that away. I mean, obviously with Locke not physically here, there's no point having any dialogue there. I guess I'd maybe, I don't know if I can roll anything or just give the other shifter a bit more of a look over. I would never have really seen another one that wasn't from my tribe. I don't know, see if there's anything notable on her. But then, yeah, I mean, we're kind of in a hurry, so...
No, I'm not.
Yeah, in character would be enough to not be a dick and just waste time.
That's all right, no problem. All right. So as you're making your way back then?
Yeah, I mean, I'd probably taken more of a vision of this shifter just to see if there's anything worthwhile noting or...
Okay. Nothing else at face value, not with the rush that you're in. Though you're certain that this is looking around, a lot of this looks very familiar to you. You have this pang of recollection, as though you find yourself walking among your home. It looks almost eerily familiar, though it's not the exact depiction. But the forests, the smells, the people around you, all of them just seem at peace.
And there's nothing here that would show any, I guess, corruption or anything that I'd seen in
You
the
can take a
visions
bit
or heard of.
longer and make an investigation check if you want to.
If it's like brief enough that it's not gonna. It's in that 20.
Whoa! Hey, the best luck you've had in a while.
Yeah.
The dice knew that you needed a break.
And it also knocked your dice to a 1. So. Power play.
All right. As you have a quick look around, you almost don't take notice of this, and that is at the roots, at the very base of the trees that seem to be alive and rooted into the very wood of this temple, as though this is the ground. You can see, you as you rummage around, looking at what looks to be an interesting different color of the wood than you're used to seeing in a healthy pine and a healthy oak. It's blackened, and it's not burnt. You don't smell burning. You smell disease. You smell death, as though the very roots of these trees, at least one or two of them, are only being held up by being held up by the sheer will of these plants. Any other place, you probably would have assumed that they would have fallen over by now. But this holy place, you feel like something is causing it to still stand. And as you sort of pull on one of these roots, it just easily crumbles in your hands.
I guess with that investigation, have I seen that? Can I give the yage vine that I cut just a once over to make sure it's all normal?
All normal.
And then I guess I'll start making my way back. Maybe message Lila, because I think she was the other person I was connected to.
Correct.
Are you all right? Apparently we have to get back to Maury's because he's got a quicker way of getting there.
The response is, I'll be there soon, and no more.
Wait, just be making my way back towards
Making my way.
downtown.
Maury's.
Cool. All right.
Back to Maurice.
About
Townland stories.
about 15 minutes pass, and during that time, by the time that passes, you'll see most of your companions back. In that time, were you doing anything in particular?
I would actually ask, in that time period, I would ask Maury, is this way of transporting something you can do more than once?
He looked again back to that book that he was reading as you entered, and he speaking to both of you out loud in the room. He says, "Should I recall the spell? I may be able to do it again."
Okay, so but at this point in time,
Yes,
once only.
once. Yes, correct. And I apologize in advance. I know it is one of teleporting, and should we be caught, we would be in quite strife. I'm just.
Oh no, you
I
would
thought-
be because you have cast it.
Yes. And I understand that. I guess it's more. I thought myself wanting to help. I really do, and so hopefully this will aid in this person's capture.
Okay, well if they're not back in 10-ish minutes, we will go without them.
Fair enough. I have enough. The spell pertains to about 10 people, so we will have enough power in that spell for all of us.
Okay.
Anything else
Tick,
you
tick.
want to do?
You're just crying still in front of them?
Maury sits beside you.
Oh.
Gives you a pat on the head.
He doesn't know. He's respectful of that, but he does a little quieter. Say, do you mind if I ask? Is everything okay?
No. And the Pegasus didn't like me, and he flew off, and he was really pretty, and he had really pretty wings. Yeah.
You when you respond, you sort of almost glance up at him through the teary eyes, and instead of a sympathetic look, though it is, you see
He's like, huh?
you see him almost joyful, and he says,
Sorry?
Annalise, I've only known you for a very short time, but it seems like you are quite fond of Pegasus. What guides you to want one? Just their beauty?
They're just really pretty.
Do you know much about them?
Not really. I
Oh,
know that they
no.
don't like me.
No, it's not that at all.
Delicious meat.
It's
Crying intensifies.
Get out!
Lemon Myrtle Pegasi.
it's not that at all. It's please do not think that this was anything personal whatsoever. May I ask, how did you even see one?
It was at the place with and there was an elephant and and a seahorse. And then I look at you. Was there a seahorse?
I waited
Yeah.
out the front. He was totally an asshole.
There was a seahorse. I think there was like a big seahorse, big seahorse, in a tank thing.
So you're saying it was a stable one that you could purchase these things. Think on this. I've seen these creatures in the wild. The Undying Court in Aranel, from where I'm from, outside of this land. We don't capture these creatures and sell them off. These beings are like you and I. They have thoughts and they have great intelligence.
Yeah, that's why I didn't just say, "Here's my money, give me the Pegasus."
Of course.
That's why I tried to be his friend, and then he went. "Ooh."
Imagine, and
Intelligent.
from what I hear,
Oi.
from what I hear, you yourself were captured for a time.
Maybe.
How did that feel?
Maybe they tried to give me rats.
Do I hear this happening?
You can make a perception
Yeah,
check.
fucking oath. This feels like emotional blackmail. Perception, you say? Maths, 13.
13?
Yeah.
You don't hear it.
Oof.
He says,
I wasn't trying to catch him.
of course, it's not that at all. But think on the people who were, over the period of time that this creature had been confined, the greedy, the wanting, the rich, the cruel, the people, anyone who had come across this creature and had wanted to purchase it and perhaps had the same experience as you. This creature, though intelligent, sees only a person of greed. Should you come across a creature such as this in the wild,
Damage.
it's a different experience entirely.
So, what you're saying is we have to go and set them all free.
I would say be cautious.
Okay.
Be cautious on this, because there are still, unfortunately, laws in Korth that prevent businesses being
Get to the chopper.
being violently attacked. However,
Yeah, but what if
also-
you sneaky
or
and
with
let them all
substance,
out?
if you were caught, you would still be punished by Korthan laws. What I'm saying, however, is I wouldn't take it to heart. This creature wasn't directing its ire at you personally. It was simply grieving that it is captured, and it knows it is where it should be with other magical creatures, intelligent creatures of its kind, and free.
But then that makes me even more sad, because now it's also sad in there and it's not free.
Here is some comfort. Hopefully. Know that this creature will never kneel to someone it deems to be cruel. It will never be taken ownership by someone other than someone kind, and should it be purchased, this creature will do its utmost, even with someone kind, to free itself. One day, regardless, this creature will be free, regardless of its owner, and no one cruel can take ownership of it. If anyone had the best chance, it was probably you. This creature is will imminently be its own creature again in the wild where it belongs. It's simply a matter of time. And I'm sure that should you meet it, when it is freed, it would be thankful of you that your heart was kind.
I look over at Kalani and I'm like, hey, so after like we find the prince, can we go back and free all the animals? 'Cause Maury just said that's a good idea, kind of.
He mumbles his words a little. I wouldn't break any laws, but should it be somehow?
The guy who wants to teleport us doesn't want to break any laws, but he said we can free them, maybe.
We can arrange something when we get eyes off of us.
Okay.
But we'll do it in a way that is intelligent enough that it doesn't get anyone arrested.
Yeah.
Maury nods very, very fervently and says, yes.
We can be
that's
sneaky.
exactly
We
right.
can sneak in and we can be like, hey, you're free.
Yes. Oh, we can. I think we just prioritize.
To all of them. I don't know how we're going to get the seahorse out there, because that's going to be really heavy.
Well,
and I'm
if
not really...
Maury learns the teleport spell,
Can you put the seahorse back in the ocean?
you can teleport to the
Wait,
depths
what if
of
it's
the
not
ocean.
from the ocean? What if it's from a river?
This spell is quite limited, I'm sorry.
Okay,
A
well that
seahorse
sounds.
is just salt watery. She's just rambling to herself now.
we will do something. At
Because
this
the elephant
point in
was
time,
hungry.
though, I'm going to need one thing from you. I'm going to need you to put all of that grief that you're feeling into passion, into finding the prince. Okay, yeah, sure. If that's how you're feeling.
The prince.
Excellent.
The hot prince.
Yes, the one that split Lila in half. That one.
Mm.
Hey, you could fix him, maybe.
I can fix him. No, really, I can. Okay.
Maybe not though.
Well-
Let's just.
I'm going to change into my new pretty dress then and try and stop crying.
Okay. If
I
that
don't
makes
like
you
this one,
feel
this
better, then
Yeah.
excellent.
Thank you, Maury.
I hope I've helped. And at that point, with that discussion, if there's nothing else you'd like to do,
No.
then simply wait. Lila
Wait, can I
arrives.
change before?
Kalani is so serious about leaving. Like, if
Yeah.
these motherfuckers are not back,
Yeah.
she will find a way to leave.
Sure. You arrive back at Maury's home, Rin. So does Locke, and so does Lila. There's no sign yet of Ivor.
Okay, well, I guess we're leaving without Ivor then. Everyone? Yes?
Sorry,
You don't wanna
so
check-
Lila was there as well?
Lila was there as well.
Literally everyone but Ivor.
Wasn't
Can
it?
you speak to Ivor as well?
No, I didn't do it with him.
Oh.
But I'm sure he'll be here.
Lila says,
I believe you. We just don't have time.
What if it was you? And you got back here and it was all like...
You would have all absolutely left without me.
Yeah, probably would have,
I
but you would have
would've.
cracked the shit about it. I would have definitely heard about it for like 3 weeks.
I know you wouldn't. You seem to be nice enough.
believe you left me there.
That is the
I'll
word.
have you know that I was walking back and no one was there. That's you. That's what you would be like.
It does sound...
That was a really terrible, terrible impression.
Yeah,
and
terrible.
frankly, quite fucking offensive. Also, I'm literally trying to stop a bad person right now. Can we please do that?
Well, I mean, didn't the bad guy's supposed to be able to like change his appearance?
Yes.
What if he was Furizo?
Oh. I don't think so. I don't think so. Why would a person that could change their appearance plant that idea in our head?
I don't know. Why would they pretend to be a prince captured by the Emerald Claw and then rip out Lila's guts and tell us that they were vampires when they're probably not?
Do you have a better idea? Because I don't.
Yeah, just wait like 5 more minutes, and then Ivor can come and get me.
5 more minutes. If he's not back, we're leaving.
Maury says, "Just know that I can get us to the lightning rail immediately. I'm ready to go."
That's great. I would like to beat him there.
He just falls silent then.
And then we can do, like, have actual vantage points and ways that we can intercept without running and trying to catch up and being caught up in crowds.
And I'll nudge Nora and go, "You see, I was pretty close, wasn't I?"
Oh my gosh.
Another 5 minutes pass. No sign.
Okay, get your things. We're
What the fuck are
going.
you doing?
We're going. Unless you would like to stay here.
Well, I'm like a little bit concerned. Did anyone talk to him?
No, he left by himself. I can't message him.
But none of you were like.
I asked Maury to message him.
I can do so again if we're concerned.
Okay, good.
Yeah, well, that's what I asked. Like,
Of
we
course.
were we waiting for him and no
No,
one
I-
had told him to come?
We literally
I
did
had
tell
asked
him to come.
back,
Okay,
but
well.
if I may, and he puts his hand back onto that gold bar that's on the table. He closes his eyes a moment, snaps them open. I'm not receiving any reply.
Excellent.
Is he dead? Both of the tears again.
Maybe he tripped and is like falling down some endless expanse.
Exactly.
I said that.
He probably tripped on that staff.
That makes sense. He is quite clumsy.
Well,
Lila says, if we're going to be approaching this creature who killed me, I would probably want to have all the strength
We
I
don't
can.
need to approach. We can just watch.
And
Surveillance.
watch him escape on the
Follow.
lightning rail.
Follow him.
It'd be nice to have everyone there, but if we need, I know that time is of the essence as well, and the lightning rail, though perhaps not leaving yet, could leave soon.
There is no regular
did you guys?
schedule.
Yeah, did we not find a schedule? Was that not what?
Well, I don't know, wasn't it because they were like locked down and it was having problems?
Can you locate Ivor?
I could be able to guess, and he puts his hand back onto the,
Ah, gold.
yeah, back onto the gold, closes his eyes. Yes,
Where is he?
he is in the market district.
Is he dead?
I don't know. I can only locate him, but I'm not sure. I can't see him. I can simply understand his presence. It's difficult to explain, but
But you wouldn't be able to locate someone alive, alive, dead, right?
I'll admit my undying, my elven history or background in fact does allow me to locate. Sorry,
Holy fucking shit!
I
Oh my
apologize.
god, are you okay?
Locate. You okay?
A brazier
Yeah,
fell on his head.
you didn't hear me.
Just a shock.
That's why I can't answer. A brazier fell on his head.
I think it's on the top one. Yeah. Thank you.
Or maybe just leave it for now. I don't know.
Perfect.
I just stared into it, and now all I can see is a square. Your face is a square.
Ugh.
Tip to be square.
I can
SpongeBob
actually see it
Sheldon
properly now.
pants.
Thank you. My elven background does allow me to locate creatures who are also deceased recently. I can see, I can understand where people are who just recently died, but I can't tell if he is.
So you
I-
don't know where he is?
I do. He's in the market district
Doesn't know if he's dead or alive.
He's in the market district. I can lead you to him.
How long is this going to take?
Well, I mean, it's maybe checking on a friend who might be in danger versus chasing someone who will probably kill us.
Great. If we're going to do it, let's go.
Well, I mean, I would have done the first one, but I don't like the fact that someone's not answering.
Okay, let's go. Lead the way.
Very
We
well.
can
Off we
we can
go.
both chastise him when we find him fine.
You can do that.
No, I probably wouldn't have.
You all follow Maury, in which case, if everyone is following, Lila is hot on the heels, and Maury leads you quickly into the marketplace district again, where the day has passed a little. You see that the about lunchtime, so the sun is quite high in the sky, and you can see people are in full swing. It's cool, but not frigid. It's a brisk walk warms you up quite easily, and you are needing to briskly walk to catch up to Maury, who is quite quick on his feet, and he guides you. And he guides you towards that same stall where the monster body parts were being had, but as you pass it, guards are taking away the goblin, and you can see that the shop is already starting to be dismantled. You can hear the echoes of him saying, "Ah, this is a legitimate business," and you pass by that quite quickly.
Sounds like someone with a legitimate business.
As you pass by fish shops, other stables, the
I like fish.
the clothing stores, you get to Maury stops in front of a store that looks like it's run down or being re-renovated. Can I get you three to make Arcana checks?
I thought you were going to
please?
make them for us based on what you just said.
No,
Alright, pick a colour.
Arcana.
No, you
still-
Oh, sorry.
I made a J for Julie.
There you go, pink.
This one.
Sure.
Whatever the pink one is.
What are we doing? Arcana.
Arcana.
Oh, nice. What's 18?
Hey,
19, 20, 21.
hey, that's real good.
Nice.
21. Thanks.
Damn.
11.
11,
12.
12. Okay.
Eh.
You, Rin,
One upping.
Rin and Kailani, you only see a facade of this storefront, and you hear hammering of a nail in wood from inside. Annalise, you look at this shop front, and from the base of this shop, billowing out, is a black smoke. You can see that there's, and it doesn't look like it's taking over anything. It just looks like it's as though there's a little gap between the bottom of this shop and the ground, and there's billowing black smoke that has little red bits of lightning that seems to be arcing every now and again, just seems to be in front of you.
Oh, let's go to the smoke store with all the biggies.
Mickey?
If someone pulled up in a van and said, I've got some bickies.
Like, kind of like.
White
Shortbread
Their
with
vibe.
icing. Icing sugar.
There's black smoke coming out of the van, but there's bickies in there.
Someone written free Bicky on the side of the van? Because then that's legit.
Yeah, in spray paint.
Fucking hell.
I just want to ask a couple of questions.
Yeah.
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 So, what do you want to do?
Is anyone else seeing that?
Do we see it now? It's pointed out. The empty storefront.
No, there's like I don't know how you can't see it. There's like look, there's like a black smoke. It's got little like things in it.
Are you feeling okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see it either. I think you're crazy.
No.
Lila,
I don't think
Lila also shakes her head and she says,
No one can see it.
"I'm sorry, no."
It's like scary smoke. It's like
I can probably see it.
Are you still traumatized from not having a Pegasus?
Don't bring that up again. She just stopped crying.
no, and I'm serious.
I mean, that's like inducing hallucinations.
If I can I touch it?
Yeah, if as you walk closer, you have to get a bit closer to the
Yeah.
home to touch it. As you bring your hand to that smoke and just start to sort of wave it within,
I just look fucking crazy. I'm like, ooh.
can you make me a Constitution saving throw?
Oh, good.
Oh, fuck's sake. I'm gonna
Good. Excellent.
Go with purple. That's this one here, yeah. Oh,
Just walk out, just fucking.
15.
15. Okay. You feel a tingling in your
Crumbs
hands,
yeah.
and then it becomes a burning sensation, and you instinctively bring your hand away, and you see your hand is reddened, and blisters are starting to form.
Can they see if I hold up my hand?
Yes,
Can they
yes. You all see.
What are you doing?
It hurts. Look,
I'm
I touched it.
looking.
You take 3 points of necrotic damage.
Oh.
Biggie damage.
As-
Vicky damage. Wait, 3 did you say?
3.
Okay.
The blisters stay, but the reddening already starts to go down. Lila looks towards the home a bit concerned, and she says, I can try and dispel this.
Yes, that would be ideal.
She steps forward and waves her hands side to side and just moves her body towards this, and this shimmer of yellow orange light completely dissipates the magic in front of you, and you don't see the
Gone now.
smoke anymore.
Okay.
You know, and next time, if you guys don't believe me again, I'll just let you guys walk in and then they'll burn your feet instead of my hands.
Would you like one of us to go in first? Okay.
Oh,
Fuck.
You legit thought you won. You'd win.
Okay. I guess I'll go in first. I'm going to start by knocking because I feel like maybe. Stop it. That might be a.
what if they're evil in there? Oh, she's knocking anyway.
No reply. But the hammering on the nails continue.
What if they're dead?
What? I don't know if dead people can
Yeah, well,
assemble
if it was
furniture.
filling the whole house.
Maybe. Just pull the door open, I guess, but I'm gonna do it slowly in
Sure.
case there's like traps or anything like
Okay.
sitting there ready to.
Yep. As you push the door inward,
And I'm gonna like hide behind the door as I do it.
sure. It's dark inside, and you see only a candlelight from the very far corner of the room where a table and chair seems to be put up. The sound, as you peek through, and you don't notice any traps, nothing springs out at you. You'd also see, however, that there is, in the very center of the room, a pit, a hole in the ground.
Ironic.
And to the right of that, a piece of wood a nail has been hammered in, but the nail is already all the way it can go. There is there's a tall being that seems to be using a hammer and just continuing to hammer that same spot. This person has this greenish shirt on, pants, and taller than your average human, young looking, but instead of skin, there's just it's whatever is you can see beneath the skin.
Gross.
There's joints, bone, flayed skin. It's purple and green, the outside as well. You can see that a couple of toes are missing. The eyes are whitened like a dead fish.
Do the clothes look familiar? Is there anything recognizable about the clothes that I can relate to like
Yes, taller than usual. Yes.
like a house or like an organization or a
Make a
crime
perception check.
gang? Something. I don't know.
The skinny boys.
Perception. 18.
Okay, good. Yeah, there is. Taking up almost the entirety of the left-hand wall, but for the shadows, it seems to be made up of shadows. It seems as it shimmers into existence as you peer into the darkness. There is simply a large pair of lips with a dagger through it.
Oh, fuck.
I'm gonna slightly lean around Kaylani and be like, eyeball! That's it.
Oh,
This
no.
creature immediately, you can see this creature immediately.
I'm going to pull out my crossbow and point it at it and say, don't fucking move.
As it starts to lit
I'll
just...
shoot at it.
Okay, make an attack roll.
I'm just gonna.
Close the door.
That's a 17 to hit.
It hits. Make your damage.
Make my damage?
Make your damage.
Do I get to make
a
it up?
reality.
Oh, that's a 3.
A 3?
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
You see, you hit its shoulder.
I can attack twice per action
Yeah,
now,
you
though,
can.
so I'll just double tap it.
Okay. Double tap.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's also going to be... That's going to be a 19.
Hits again.
Excellent. That's max damage. That's 7.
7. Okay. The first one hits it in his shoulder, and he just looks at you with those dead eyes and just starts to crawl quickly. Another shot hits him in the chin and just sends him flying backwards, and hits the wall on the ground. And he looks back up again with this, and you can see this saliva of blue and green just smolder his chin, and he hasn't stopped. He doesn't look like he's stopping. He's
Right.
crawling and digging into the ground with these strong fingernails, trying to get through you.
Attempt to curb stomp this motherfucker.
Yeah, if you want to.
Just like go and stomp straight on its head.
Sure. Okay, so
It'd be like an unarmed strike.
it is. He's quick. If you're going into the room
So
now, I need you to make just an initiative roll against his.
Yeah, sure. It's not great. It's a 10.
Yeah, he's quicker. As you go in to try to try and get there, he gets to you first. He tries to grab you. You both and Lila and Maury start to move in. You both see Kailani go out of sight. What are you two doing?
Yeah, if I see crossbow
Shots
bolts
fired.
and he then I would be heading in as well.
All right. Just before you head in, thank you so much for the raid. Thank you so much, Rollstream.
Hello.
Rollstream. Thank you so much. It's really, really cool of you. Hi, viewers. We're in the middle of some zombie.
Some
Sorry?
zombie.
Yep, we're in the middle of some zombie.
Yeah, zombies can't swim in this universe.
No, they can't.
far as we
But
know.
welcome. Tell us what you were doing in your stream, please. We'd love to hear it. And we'll continue.
Otherwise, enjoy some
stay
Dungeons and
low.
Dragons.
D&D. As we go back into the scene, so you're just moving in.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, just following behind
As
what's
you
just happened.
As you race in, you see the scene where the creature is just about to try and grab the ankle of Kailani. What are you doing?
I can see the creature
Yes.
still. Can I also try hit it with my crossbow?
Yeah, sure. Make your shot if you want to make some sort of attack as well, or do something an action. You can.
Yeah, I'll probably. If its hand's going for, I'll probably try Can I try hit its hand to get it stuck to the floor?
Yeah, sure.
Just
You
in
can do
case.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's
That's
reaching
cool.
for it, but then just yeah.
Because you're being quite quick and precise. Whatever you roll, add your bonuses, but then -2. Just because you're trying to be
Okay.
very precise.
Okay.
In the
shit,
meantime-
I'm so scared.
What are you doing, Rin?
Hey, that's pretty
I would bonus action
So
shift
plus three,
into his bestial form.
Yep.
And I guess
And then
if he's trying to get, if he's at her leg, just rush and try throwing back, moving back, pushing back, whatever the.
Okay. So try and barge into him.
Yeah, just
Okay.
knock him back,
Sure.
grab him, pull him away from the leg.
All right. So what do you roll?
I rolled a 19.
Yeah.
No, 19 plus
It was a 22 total. That's what
22
the minus
total.
is.
Wow.
Because
Okay.
it's plus 5 and then minus the 2.
Damn. Okay. That
And-
definitely hits. Roll your damage.
I got a 4, 5, 6.
6 in total?
Yeah.
All right. So you pin this hand to the ground before this creature has a chance to swipe at the ankle of Kailani.
Oh no, better eat those.
And you see that he's stuck. At that point, almost following at speed, you can see Rin following the trajectory of this crossbow, and you don't see this creature get back up again, but for a little bit of like a rise of the chest, and you barrel into him. Could you do just a normal strength check for me, please?
So I would have 50 feet of walking speed, I guess, like rushing towards him.
Yeah. Roll with advantage because of that speed that you're traveling to as well, please, for your strength check.
That is 14.
A 14? Okay. With that in mind, you slam into this creature, and because he's sort of on his stomach and he raised up a little bit while his hand is on the ground pinned, as you slam into him, you hear this as his entire upper body just folds backwards onto his legs, and he almost splits in two with the speed and the strength that you barreled into him. You snap him in half.
That warrants some Maltese.
Treat you like laundry, bitch.
Maltese a moment.
No, thank you.
And this creature wheezes for one more moment with a and doesn't move anymore.
We did it.
Good work, team.
5 more.
And it echoes that call out. As you look over, you see just this darkened hole in the middle of the room.
For the purposes of this, is Locke with us or no?
Locke is with you.
Okay, cool.
He rushes in, seeing the damage. Oh, I could have turned it.
Fuck.
What's your think you're that good looking?
Can I wait? So is the rest of the room dark?
The rest of the room is quiet and dark, but for that candle on the table that seems to be still alight.
Can I use produce flame?
Sure, as you, and that's a cantrip, so that's just a quick thing you can do.
Yeah.
Okay, as you produce it, it does light up the room substantially more. Is there anything else you want to do with that?
I can't like drop it into the hole, can I?
Oh, good question.
I know I can throw it, but then do I have to throw it as an attack, or can I just like drop it in a hole?
For the purposes of this, you can manipulate it. So you should be able to send it down a certain
This
amount.
dwarf's on fire.
Let me see. Blah, blah,
No,
blah,
but like if
blah.
I'm not
First time you killed
attacking,
someone?
then I can.
It does say specifically that it appears in your hand and the flame remains there. However, blah 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 blah. You can attack with. You can attack with the flame. So yeah, you know that it can go down 30 feet as though you're attacking empty space.
Yeah.
You can send it down 30 feet.
But if there's anything in there, would it injure them? Or do they have to make a save?
Yeah. No. If you hit something, it will do damage. Absolutely.
Are you in the hole?
I don't know.
We don't know.
Should I throw it in the hole?
I mean, sure, I guess.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's either that or the
Okay.
candle.
Can I try call down the hole first and be like, Ivor, are you in there?
And it echoes through, but no reply. Make
Okay.
a perception check because you're the first one that really wants to look into it.
Oh shit, that hit the other dice. Oh, I didn't look at that.
Roll again.
And I'm so sorry.
I grabbed it, but I didn't look
I
at
actually
it.
didn't. I should have looked at it. Yeah, cool. Sick. What am I doing? Perception.
Yes, please.
Wow, goodness. That is a 2 minus 2.
Hold on, where are you looking? Oh yeah, cool. Your finger was like up there.
Yeah, no. So
Okay.
it's a
You-
zero.
you don't see
It's a zero.
anything,
Okay.
which is a good thing because if you did, if you saw something that could be, you would have probably stopped yourself. But yeah, you don't see anything.
Okay, well-
Thankfully, that is in danger of being hit.
Okay, I'm just gonna throw the flame down the hole.
I'm gonna move beside Annalise so that I can try and see something if it alights.
Yeah, sure. So as you all look,
Sorry, I'm so sorry. The dice glows in the dark, so I just don't mind me just being like,
excellent, just that-
glowing?
yeah, excellent.
it is. It actually is really well. I'd show you, but then you can see my titties. Sorry.
So, as you cast this produce flame down, you see it land
It's in the
at a
wording.
point of contact, and you see it disperse and then disappear. You can make a perception check as well.
Do you want me to make another perception check
No.
or not? Oh.
No, you blood.
Can't do it.
I just close my eyes and chuck it down the hole.
I also close with no.
Please
But it
no.
is a 10.
A 10? Okay.
Yeah.
You look down with the flame now alight, and you see that there is a landing that almost looks like a pyramid with the top point cut off. You can see stairs that lead down a stone pyramid, essentially, on all four sides. But you can't see past a certain point after that. But you do see as well a ladder on the other side of this pit that you can climb down.
There is a ladder. We could just make our way down.
Okay.
Don't jump and don't slide.
Okay.
Not because I don't want you to have fun, but because I would like you to not die.
Okay.
What was that thing that the dude was nailing?
As you look over and
I'm sorry.
Who's nailing what now?
Dude was nailing the
Eyeball.
eyeball.
I'm going to pee.
it was just
Actually,
a,
no, I'm not.
just a,
Same.
yeah, we're nearly there.
Yeah, I figured we were.
We're
We're nearly there.
you just see a nail in a piece of wood.
No, it's just not. No, cool.
Nothing specific. No.
Nothing else in the room before we go.
Just that table with those sweets on it. It seems, but that's it. You see, the chairs look like they've been used. They've been pulled aside. They're not tucked in neatly. So it is as though some people have sat in this, but you don't know how recently.
Yeah, he's definitely been here. There's like bickies that have been chewed.
Does he often half eat his food and then leave it behind?
No, he'd normally smash a bicky, which means he's probably in trouble.
Okay, well, I did lose the rock off before, so I will go down first.
No, it's alright. I don't mind. I can see in the dark.
Okay.
Oh, hey, I have dark vision to 60 feet.
I appreciate you telling me that. That's good. Though
That would
so,
be good easier
So
earlier.
had you not, it would have been, though it didn't matter, it would have given you disadvantage to look into the dark.
I don't have dark vision.
So, okay, so that would have been disadvantage. You do,
Sorry.
right?
No.
Oh, okay, that's all right. So I just forgot. But,
I'm a human.
yes,
I
of
don't
course.
have dark
Thank you.
vision.
Thank you for the reminder.
I have blind sight, but that's a fighting
That's
thing.
right. Yes, I got confused.
Wait, so dark vision would have what now?
So without dark vision, I should have imposed a disadvantage on Kailani because seeing into the dark without dark vision is not easy to do. So dark vision allows you to.
So you
see
didn't get a disadvantage.
No, you didn't get a disadvantage.
Right, and I wouldn't have.
You wouldn't have, no,
Okay,
no.
but
But
you would
I appreciate you reminding me that you have it.
Even if I'd set it with, like, if I put fire down there.
The fire actually did help, so
Okay.
Kailani, for that reason, we probably wouldn't have mattered anyway.
Oh my
right,
gosh.
fair.
So much
Sorry,
math.
I'm learning.
Okay,
Hey,
down
rules aside, that's all good.
down the ladder. Let's
Down the
go.
ladder. All right. You climb down the ladder. As you do, you get to this base, and you see that now that you're closer, it was about 20 feet or so into this pit. As you land safely, Lila, Maury, and Locker with you, the stone seems to have something embedded within it everywhere. skulls. They seem to have these bones that are made into the stone of this pyramid. Looking up, you can see most of them, all of them are humanoid at least. They're looking up in almost pain,
Ew.
as though they've been, they were suddenly
Ivor is their king.
embedded here.
From Ice Age.
Yeah. And Lila looks quite determined as Maury is, and Lila says, Lila closes her eyes for a moment and then opens them again, and she says, Ivor's this way. And she starts to step down one of the sides of the pyramid.
Yeah.
Into the darkness.
Follow her into the dark.
All right. As you start to make your way down, we'll take a 10-minute break there. And we'll see what you find when we come back in 10 minutes. Thanks everyone who's been watching, following.
Hey,
and
thanks for the
learning.
raid.
And thank you for the raid again. We'll be back in 10 minutes. We have a little break. Enjoy the enjoy the
To help the youth.
yeah. Enjoy the awesome video. Take care. We're going to take the quickest 10-minute break.
Oh!
That
Roll the damage! I've waited this long!
So I'm rolling the damage and not fudging at all. So let's see what happens.
Oh!
Wrong one, another round?
Oh, jeez. They're calling for a cliffhanger.
Well, he'll roll it. And then
Oh my god, stop rolling! Oh no.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll see how much damage Amara gets after we come back from a 10-minute break.
I hate this game.
We'll see everybody in 10 minutes.
And I rolled a 25 for
Okay.
stealth check. 25.
Okay.
Oh! Oh, that's a bad laugh.
That's bad.
That's a bad laugh. That's a wheeze.
Is that a
That's
nat
an
20?
evil wheeze.
It's 18 for me.
Is that a nat 20?
So you all start walking
18.
down. I'm just
Hold on a second.
gonna leave my hands like this for a moment.
Stop flexing your muscles.
Gee, I'm just happy. It's all bad.
As Amara starts to race towards Rook, you have just been handed the potion. And you saw Amara then just disappear. As you turned to attempt to uncork it and hand it to Osei, the battle's over. And with that swift motion, you look down, and the twitching has stopped. And in front of you, smoke coming out of the body of Osei, now still.
Do I see this?
Yeah.
Thorum! Thorum, help her!
I'm gonna walk on over and look down at her. How's she look? Is there any sign of life? Is
Make a medicine check.
How's she look? Dead.
That's a nat 1.
After the last question he asked, I pull into the rucksack from the back and present a cup. And I say to it, "This is King Boronel's personal possession."
After 53 sessions! The camera looks like he's gonna cry.
You may if you want.
Sorry, continue.
For anyone who doesn't know, it's taken 53 sessions for Ben to know how to say King Boronel. That is going on TikTok later.
I was clapping because you had components ready.
I'd be just trying to keep next to Rook, trying to grab his hand and
Mm-hmm.
just, hey,
Dench, I thought you were Osei?
I'll say something to you. Come
What is it?
here. Come here.
What happened?
You look really good right now.
Now's not the time, I think.
There's always a time for love.
Welcome back.
You're making shit.
By far the weirdest way to start a stream. We should have called this ASMR cheese eating.
As you look upon this beast, wind buffer, the red scales blind every eyes. The dragon attacks all around you. Birds fly away. Make your attack.
Oh yeah, he fucked up.
Charlie to Rook and says, "Look, this is getting a bit corny."
Oh, dance again, quick!
It's Aaron Cochran. That's
I'm gonna. I'm gonna transform.
Got a massage it.
Puts the lotion on its skin.
We're lotioning.
Oh no! This is very uncomfortable. I'm glad I did.
Shake off the excess.
Shake it all off.
That was wonderful.
Very
I
nice.
have nightmares tonight. I'm not good with words. But I think when I think back to everything that I've done since like day one with these motherfuckers, like you were there always. And you were like the only one that actually listened to me for a really long time. So, duh. Of course I got like all feelsy and stuff. And then Dench came along. God. I was so jealous. So fucking jealous. I don't think it's fair to tell you how I feel if I don't get to stay. That would be cruel. But I think you know.
Well, Amara, I love you. And I will wear the cruelty because I think it is worth it. It's worth every moment we've had, and it is every memory.
Mara's just gonna be like, not of lava, but single tear. And she's just gonna be like, I love you too. I'm sorry I didn't say it.
It's Aaron Cochran. That's yeah.
Can you do that again?
I will not do that. It's that you're trying to bandage up gaping holes in his chest, and
I got you, buddy.
you kind of now realize that your initial investigation of his body reveals that his head is missing.
thought they had him there, guys.
Tell us the things you're going to tell us.
Okay.
And maybe we'll let you live.
Yeah, if it's
Are you lying?
I'll actually laugh. Like in character.
Are your shoulders like that?
It comes out exactly like that.
I don't know what they're gonna do.
You have feathers in your hand of this Pegasus.
Do we see the children?
Yes. Yes.
I'm going to try and catch the children.
All right. They're moving very quickly. So what's your flying speed?
My flying speed full is 60 feet.
Okay. 60 feet. Okay. They're falling a bit faster, but you can attempt to.
It's our first kill in the campaign, 2 innocent children.
And as you get closer, you see lives. And this cage that it now looks like it is so packed with corpses, squished together. As you get a closer look, this symbol is depicting 2 companies or houses, but they are together. They're on the same bit of metal. They depict the house that your parents are working in. And they depict the symbol on the other side of House Tarot.
Oh, fuck you.
And we're gonna end that. And we're gonna end that tonight.
And that's it. That's it, everybody.
We're gonna take the quickest 10-minute break.
Oh!
That
Roll the damage! I've waited this long!
All right, I'm rolling the damage and not budging at all, so let's see what happens.
Oh!
Wrong one, another round?
Oh, jeez. They're calling for a cliffhanger.
Well, he'll roll it. And then
Oh my god, stop rolling!
Oh, no.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll see how much damage Amara gets after we come back from a 10-minute break.
I hate this game.
We'll see everybody in 10 minutes.
And I rolled a 25 for stealth check.
25.
Okay.
Ah.
Oh, that's a bad laugh.
That's bad.
It's a bad laugh. That's a wheeze.
Is that a
That's an
nat 20?
evil wheeze.
18 for me.
Is that a nat 20?
So you all start walking
18.
down. I'm just gonna,
Hold on a second.
just gonna leave my hands like this for a moment.
Stop flexing your muscles.
The GM is happy. It's all bad.
As Amara starts to race towards Rook, you have just been handed the potion. And you saw Amara then just disappear. As you turned to attempt to uncork it and hand it to Osei, the battle's over. And with that swift motion, you look down, and the twitching has stopped. And in front of you, smoke coming out of the body of Osei now still.
Do I see this?
Yeah.
Thorum! Thorum, help her!
And we're back.
Hey, chat. If you had to cast yourself in a movie, they don't have to look like you. This is all fantasy. Who plays you?
Or if you also had to cast us in a movie.
Oh, that always comes up.
No,
Mate's quip.
Yeah, true.
We gotta do one of those, bruh.
Yes, we do.
Now the genie's a part of it too.
Yeah, let's do Mate's quip with you.
You're like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Willis?
Q&A.
Q&A to
yeah.
each other, to me, to audience.
I'll
yeah.
get some questions ready.
Perfect. Let's move back into the scene. So
Yeah, but chat answer, please, in
Yeah,
the chat.
answer.
Answer who would play you in a movie.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Or-
Next. Back to you, Michele.
Thank you.
For the weather.
I so pale.
Oh, God.
Wow.
Good scene. Michele.
Yeah.
You got this.
Appreciate it. As you all walk down the stairs of the side of this pyramid, you end up somewhere deep inside the underbowels of Korth. But it looks odd in relation to where you just were. As you find the bottom of these stairs, you look beyond and you see simply one thing. An expanse of darkness on a black stone floor with Ivor unconscious, head back,
This happens every campaign.
Yeah.
tied up in a simple wooden chair, one that seems to be the same sort of wood that above the renovations would have used in the shop.
Gonna instantly put my arm out to stop her.
As you,
so wet.
Oh, you are. I'm so sorry. We have nothing. You have to stop inside. Here, use my jumper that I bought as a blanket.
slipper.
There you go.
It's so cold. Michele
There you go.
got us fresh water over the
water.
fridge. Too nice cold water.
Nice.
Use this jumper.
I'm just like,
Yeah. Anyway,
sorry.
I'm gonna put my arm out. And be like, don't move. This is quite obviously a trap.
if you're saying that out loud,
Not loud enough for the entire universe, but mostly to my companions.
I'm also just like
Feel
drinking
like
from my
sneak
water
energy
pouch
is
and then-
real.
as you watch, a figure appears
Excellent.
quite close and next to Ivor.
So we
Lord
can all see Ivor.
Dorez
Oh, fuck off.
smiles as he looks toward you all and he says, "It is not a trap. Ivor is yours." And he takes the back of the hair of Ivor and just pushes his head forward, and you wake.
Can I roll insight on what he's just said about it not being a trap and that we can just leave with Ivor?
Am I tied to the chair?
Yes, you are.
Oh. Shit.
That's a 16, so not great.
A 16, okay. From what you have gathered, and the conversations you've had with him before, he's always appeared quite open and honest. And that statement didn't seem any different. And he looks like a flash of silver, and he cuts using a small knife the rope that binds you,
Thanks.
and you are freed. And he gives you a nod and he says, "I couldn't resist.
Right.
The staff was too much of a
Fucking hell.
draw."
Well, friends, if it's any consolation, he lured me here and told me there was a youth who needed help. That's why I came. A young one who needed guidance. And also, I lied and told him you were all dead. I look at him.
Was this before or after you got my message?
No, I immediately started. I straight away got your message, did a 180, and he was like, you appeared as an old man. He's like, this young boy needs your guidance and wisdom. And I said, okay, I will quickly come and help with that. And then, after doing all that, and I lied. I said you were dead. I fully covered for you guys. Right? Tell him.
It is true. He was gallant and protected your presence.
Yeah, that's what I was doing.
Can we maybe skip to the part where you tell us what you want?
I already have what I want. You
Okay.
can go now.
Oh, god damn it, bro, my staff. That's... Can you at least tell me what it did? A deal's a deal. I help that youth.
That yoke.
That yoke. Yeah, help the yoke.
I help that young fellow.
Well, this is really awkward because we're probably going to have to tell Farizo now.
Yeah. What does the staff do? Let's not be too hasty.
Wait, does Ivor know we saw Frieza?
No. Not until that moment.
Just until that moment. Should I mention it and the power it holds, you will simply want it more. I would possibly not tempt you in that regard.
Why not tempt me?
I think also you've made it pretty clear that you're obviously more powerful than us, so...
There is no need for any other conversation. I simply wanted to see if you were actually alive and if anyone would actually come for him.
Maybe he doesn't know what it does. He could be bluffing. Maybe you don't know.
She is right.
Well, I think the lesson we should learn here is that I covered for you guys. So thank you for coming to rescue me.
Thank you so much.
It is...
Where are we?
Think of
Down
this...
a hole.
Yes.
It's ironic.
There's a zombie.
There's a zombie.
And I have my hand.
Oh. I wonder why our cleric didn't.
Why are you all wet?
Because I was drinking from my water pouch, and then you went, "Don't move," and then I went, "Ugh."
That's a really... Why is everyone so bad at impersonating me?
Oh, no,
I think that was...
pretty spot on.
Thank you. Yeah.
Particularly that bit at the end where it's like, I nailed it.
No, that was upstairs.
You really? I didn't make you for a thief.
Well, you misjudged then, didn't you?
Do I know who this person is?
Yes.
Okay.
We do.
Cool.
Is that not beneath you?
Later.
Somewhat?
You do, I don't.
Super evil.
No, that's correct. You haven't seen this person.
No.
Okay.
He says, unfortunately, when push comes to shove, nothing is beneath me.
Okay. Well, I still feel like... Are we enemies? We weren't last time.
I wouldn't call us that, no. I simply acquire things, and you let me pass unscathed, and I let you pass unscathed.
I have a question, though. If we were to tell Farizo of the 12, he was like to come down here
Yes,
and take the staff back,
yes.
who would win?
Most likely for Riso.
Oh, okay. Should we waste it now? Should we just call him?
He's hot.
Him or Farizo?
Freezer.
I don't see him that way personally, but I can understand the reasoning. I, however, wouldn't stay here for too long. I know of his power, or know of the reputation he holds at least, and I would see myself away before he was able to understand my presence. I at least have that trick.
And you did just kind of tell him that we might tell Farizo, so I feel like he'd probably just dip out anyways.
You've given me that head start, yes.
You're not gonna... Just gonna steal my stuff and tie me up in this pit.
Was it your staff to begin with?
Yeah, I saw him with it.
Yeah, the person who it belonged to is
You.
gone, and a criminal of sorts, I suppose. If you consider the law of ethics, general ethics.
Fair enough.
Pay me for my stuff is what I'm getting at.
Pay for it?
Yes, pay for it. Why don't you just offer to buy it? If you told me what it was.
What if I'm strapped?
I bet you're not.
Sorry. What? I only said a word.
That is for you to judge. I am quite low on money currently, and I must acquire this in another way.
Yeah, but I feel like stealing something and then saying Soz can't actually pay for it isn't really... It's not great.
Super lame. Paying me with...
You're right. It is
Paying
the
me with-
lowest
it is
form
very
of
lame.
commerce.
Yeah.
Paying me would massively discourage me from...
Like, if
coming
I
out
went
here.
up to the animal place and said, hey, this egg's mine now because I can't pay for it, but I want it, then...
Egg?
Yeah, they had eggs.
You knew we were going to get a peccacorn.
We didn't... I
Stop
let you
talking
down.
about it. She will fucking cry again.
We didn't get a pegacorn.
Why would it hatch out of an egg? It's a horse.
What?
It's a horse.
Well, it's not. It's a pegacorn.
Yeah, but
Maybe it wasn't a pegacorn egg. Maybe he was lying. He wanted 6,000 gold. 6,000 gold? 6,000 gold for it, though. Or he wanted me to go and steal another creature from the forest, but I don't really want to take a creature from the forest, even if it's got scary red eyes and is being naughty.
look, I know this is off topic.
As
Wait,
you
what?
were having that conversation amongst yourselves, you turn back and start.
He's
He's
gone.
not there.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Well, I got robbed.
here's what we need to do.
Throw eggs at it.
Loot this place and go home.
I wish to spend no additional time down here. See that Temple of Skulls over there?
Can I see the Temple of Skulls?
You look back and you do see
Ooh, fuck.
the pyramid that would, and you see a small light that would be the daylight that is outside.
That's crazy. Thanks, guys. Thanks.
Thank you for lying on our behalf.
I did.
I genuinely do appreciate that.
Mm.
First, I think we leave.
Mm.
Second, I think we do need to contact the 12 and tell them that their staff is down here.
But then we'll get smote.
By who?
The one we
You don't have to say that you stole it. We can say that we came across this Lord Dorez, which
Yeah, be
we've
like,
already
hey.
spoken about to the 12.
Hey, Farizo, we found because we got the thing that he was like, yeah, call me anytime. That's what he said.
I mean, he did specifically mean for when we were near the prince and probably needed saving.
No, I think he just wanted to give us his contact details.
But we could have Maury message him. And then we can actually make our way towards the...
Why don't we just do this ourselves? I don't know.
Don't you like him?
No, he does a lot of smoting.
What?
A lot of burning fields and trembling cities. And
He seemed like a really nice guy.
Yeah. He was a 10.
I seem like a nice guy sometimes.
You are a nice guy.
Yeah.
You are mostly a nice guy.
Yeah. See, but sometimes I'm.
I mean, literally anyone is an asshole at some point.
All right. Well, he makes me a little nervous. So don't think it's weird.
No.
A bit
I
quiet
understand
around
that,
him.
but he's also very powerful, and
All right. But I won't say too much because he makes me a little nervous.
you don't even have to talk
It's okay.
to him.
He makes me nervous too.
Different reasons. Two very different reasons. Also, if you ever see that guy while you're alone, do not engage. Terrible person, super evil. We should leave.
He'll steal your shit.
Yes, but also he will flay you.
Well, I don't know. He didn't flay me.
Because you had a powerful staff that you were unconscious and could not defend yourself
Yeah,
from.
but he could have just flayed me up anyway. Just for fun.
He probably still thinks you're cursed.
Ah.
And that's probably why he didn't.
Do my eyelids feel like someone checked my eyelids? Do I have dry eyes?
What?
Quote that. No, thankfully your eyes are not dry. They don't feel unusual. Whatever did occur had then passed during your sleep. You recall, but you don't quite understand by whom.
Well, I'm just going to give this room a real quick once over.
Okay, I
Do a
hate to be that
super lap.
person.
Super quick lap.
King go.
Just real quick.
Nice.
Yeah. Investigation is wisdom, right?
Yeah.
12.
Okay.
It's intelligence.
Yes, intelligence.
Oh.
Apologies.
12.
Nice.
Good.
You quickly, as everyone is starting to leave, unless you want to do anything else while you're down here, please let me know. You have once around the blackened stone floor beneath you also has bits of bone that seems to be jutting out of it. not enough that you would trip or anything, but enough that you do feel it under your feet. One particular skull does have a golden tooth
Nice.
that you can click out if you want to.
See? Hold up the skull. Worth it. And get that tooth out and throw the skull, I guess.
Good call.
You hear it clatter and smash and disintegrate
Or pass.
behind you.
All right.
With a molar.
Nice.
As you make your way back out into the open and out of the shop proper, you see Maury just bring one of the Korth guards over, and he speaks quietly to that guard, and who looks concerningly over at the shop, and the guard leaves quickly.
Did I see the folded youth that I helped?
No.
Ah.
It wasn't there as you re-entered the ground floor.
So use the zombie. I missed that.
Do I see the zombie folded? Did you see a young fellow here nailing bits of wood together?
Yeah. We kind of fucked him up.
Oh well.
It was a zombie. He wasn't really. Was he young?
That's hard to tell without skin.
Yeah. But he didn't really give us a choice. He just kind of went. Bleh.
I must have gotten through it.
Lila says, "Maury, are we ready to meet the prince?"
Oh yes, absolutely.
Let's go to his party.
And Maury nods quickly and he says, "If everyone else is ready, we can begin." This isn't legal. We should go back into the home to attempt this.
Should we just do it in the foyer here? We're under shadow. Can we not just go straight from here?
We can, and with
It was concealed enough that no one's come to investigate it, so...
fair. Well, we can do that now. So,
We have to hold hands?
no, nothing like that.
Do you look that disappointed?
Yeah, absolutely.
As he almost hums or chants, you're not quite sure which, it's almost in between, you feel the ground beneath you shake as though a tremor occurs within the room, and the scene around you quickly changes in an instant from darkness to bright light, and you're in an alleyway all of a sudden. You don't feel any different. It's as though you took one step and you're suddenly in another place entirely.
Did you cover?
You still know you're in Korth because you take a quick look around and you see the temple district on the other side now. You're looking at it from a different angle, and you're at the northernmost westmost part of this city. In front of you is a massive plaza. This is the last set of homes before this expanse of space where people are moving quickly around. People that are travelers this time. Most of them have suitcases or carts that are laden with goods. Beyond them, and this is about a 60-foot length of crowd, and it's busy. Beyond them is a station. And this station, you can see through some of this. You can see you can see a little bit, but more hear the arcing sounds of lightning and crackling sounds of thunder as the lightning rail is beyond, and you can smell smoke and burning smell, like burnt hair on your nostrils. It is so loud. There are musicians that are playing, trying to quell what now sounds like arguments between the crowd proper and Korth guards that are lined up between the crowd and the station. You can see them trying to push the crowd away. You hear shouts like, I should have gotten to the Moralt Holds a week ago. Where's this lightning rail going to go? You hear guards push back and say, by the order of the king, This will not stand. Get back. And you hear that sort of argument, and only the guards' weapons are drawn, and you can see spears pushing people back with burly guards. Most of them are, they're all, they're not being overrun though. You can see reinforcements coming every now and again, that sort of thing. So you're at the edge of this, looking in.
Start scanning for anyone that looks shady or princely, or like a shape-changing figure in general.
Perception, yep. Scan the
Can I
crowd.
also?
Sure.
What dice do I want to? This one.
What are we doing here?
We're looking. What do you
looking for
guys
the
want to
prince.
do?
Nice.
Well. Well.
Perception.
Perception.
Fuck. Oh shit! I have Yep, I have a +5, so that's not as bad.
1.
What was a vampire? Why are we looking for a shapeshifter?
Oh yeah, you weren't there for that part. 19.
A 19, okay.
So, because I got a 3 minus 2.
Yep.
Do you say that out loud? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be like, oh yeah, that Farizo guy said that maybe the prince wasn't the actual prince, and that it was someone else pretending to be the prince.
Like someone who can change their face.
Right.
Whether it be like a disguise or like I don't know, like a shifter type thing. I don't know what you can do.
Like, I can turn into a bear if I want to sometimes.
Okay, I'll look for a bear.
What? Okay.
I can. I haven't done it yet, but...
But
do it.
we should be on the lookout for the prince if you would like to help.
I'll look out for the prince.
Anyway.
You can make a perception check as well.
Yeah. Are any of these like? So that we're on the platform itself or outside
No,
the station?
outside the station, looking in. There's no doorway into this plaza area. It's just from street to plaza,
Only we had a
and
pay
then the
for it.
station is just beyond that.
We can't get into the station because there's a line of guards.
Line of guards.
blocking the way.
Yeah, you can see several archways that would lead you in. You can even see bits of the lightning rail proper as well. The familiar massive metal behemoth of an engine that sits atop small crystals of like small pyramid-like crystals that are connected to this rail by lightning arcs. So it's sort of floating above the ground proper.
Should we split up? Should like 2 of us go this way, the other 2 go that way, and then meet back in 15 minutes?
Alright, gang, let's split up and look for clues.
Righto. Good plan.
You 2 go left, we'll go right.
I like left, though.
You 2 go right, we'll go left. And we will separate, I guess.
Okay.
Well, I would like probably suggest that Maury go with one of us and Lila go with the other.
Sure.
However, girls versus boys.
All right. Are you complying, or are you doing anything?
Yeah.
Something
Yeah, I'm down with that.
All right. So Lila goes with both of you.
Yeah, Maury, the
Do we still have the
powerful
excellent
one.
As Lila and Locke go with both of you, and then Maury goes with you.
Aw.
So, as you both are moving your way, where do you want to go? What do you want to do?
I don't think, let's keep our eyes peeled, but I don't think we're going to find him here. I think we should look for a way into the actual station itself. Like a service entry, or like something of that nature.
I mean, like if I could change my shape, I'd probably look like a guard or a train person.
Can you not do that?
No.
Yeah.
Also, he not that long ago ripped open our friend's guts, so he might have like blood stains on his arm or something.
That's true. Although if you could turn into a guard, you'd probably turn into one without guts all over.
Yeah, but I don't know how it works. Do you like change your clothes and stuff as well?
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good point. So, well, I don't know if it's different perception checks, but mostly I'm looking for like a side entrance or like a catering entry or a septic tank that with a hatch that you got to empty it out or something like that we can use to sneak in, or like a ladder. That
Septic tank.
A ladder that goes up to a set of signals, or like an overhanging shade platform or something of that nature.
Sure. Okay, you can make an investigation check.
Video.
Hot trash. $13.
13.
21.
21. Same thing.
Yeah.
Okay. You both find, as you're moving through this packed crowd, you see some of this crowd also has almost made camp, like little chairs and stools, just waiting it out, ready for the Korth lockdown to lift, so that people can start leaving. So they're just waiting, and as you move through this crowd, you actually have to push past them. It is tight. You do notice that there is an archway that is being used as a way for people to go in and out, but these people are officials. They look like they have the usual Korth official style of clothing on, and black and red, and you can see them moving past the guards who let them through. They look like they are bringing in what appears to be tools, so hammers, things to repair, bits of metal, things like that. You're not quite sure why, but yeah, they seem to be mechanics of sorts, and most of them are gnomes.
Can you think of a way we can lie our way through that gate?
Doesn't know. Do you know anything about lighting mechanics?
Yeah, yes. You get a bit of metal, you light it up, off you go.
All right. Well, you try and convince them that we are mechanics.
Okay, just maybe we should wait. We said we can reconvene with the others after 15 minutes, so maybe we'll just tell them what we found.
Is that what you say in my head?
Sorry, I had something in my throat. There's like a whole bunch of gnome mechanics like trying to work on something. I would assume the lightning rail.
What have we done in that?
In that time, you've simply pushed through the crowd as well, trying to gauge. It depends on what you want to do, but
Yeah, so I got a perception of 19. Looking for a prince or anyone that looks like a shape changer, or like like they are sneaking onto something, like if they're trying to also sneak through. Because how else is this fucking...
See us being sneaky in the distance.
no, you don't see anyone that looks suspicious. Everyone just looks angry, just looks upset about having to wait for this lightning rail and Korth to lift the curfew. A lot of them, most of them look like merchants. Smelly. It's a very smelly, sweaty area as well.
Anyone getting let through? Like anyone that looks important or like noble? Like who's getting through past these people?
In the 5 or so minutes you've seen, only very few gnomes that look like they either have the Korth suits on, official looking people, or gnomes that have the wear of House Orion. And House Orion, you are aware, are basically the makers of the lightning rail. And there are contingencies in every major city that would help with repairs and things like that too. And they have the emblem of a unicorn with a unicorn on their chest, with sort of like a golden shield around it. And yeah, they're being let through too.
Who's manning this gate?
Guards of Korth, and there are 5 of them.
I got a perception of 3 minus 2, so...
Really? You are. You're just in a sea of people. You just don't
Overwhelmed.
don't have any understanding. Everything is overwhelming to you.
Same.
In this area that we are,
Which
with
is
all-
in the pack of people.
Yeah. Is there anywhere that we can duck behind, like a little nook or something, to convene privately?
There is. So if you want to, they're close to where the people are being let through by the guards, the archways. There are pockets that you can go behind and convene if you want to. That one of the only places that don't look like they're being populated.
You're just like, ooh.
Pockets is channeling Gollum.
If that's the case, I'm going to start making my way towards one with Maury, I guess, and Annalise.
Yep.
And I'll just be like, follow me, let's go.
Did we get Maury?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay, I said girls versus boys, but that's fine. And Maury was like, yes.
I'm a girl.
Girl power.
Slay. So once we duck behind this little nook, I'm gonna look at Annalise and I'm gonna say, I'm really sorry about this, but I'm going to need one of your dresses.
Okay. I will pull out because I got the one I'm wearing, and then the white one that I had on the ship, the the really pretty one that I went down the rope with. You remember that one? Yep.
Whichever one isn't trashed would be nice.
Okay.
Gives me a dress.
Give you a really pretty flowy dress.
Mm-hmm.
Maury, I'm going to need you to go and find the others and tell them to just keep a lookout.
Of you?
No, not of us. Just keep a lookout.
Do you want them to come closer to you, though?
No, I would like
okay.
them to stay at a vantage point.
Okay.
And just keep an eye out for anything suspicious.
Yes, for the prince.
And make sure that Rin knows, I know I can speak to him, but that Rin knows specifically that the code word is bacon.
Bacon.
If I say bacon in his head, he is going to need to cause some sort of a ruckus.
Okay.
That
I can do that.
Can you do that?
I can do that.
A very important task.
Very well. He disappears in the crowd.
Great. I'm going to change into this dress. And then I'm going to look at Annalise. And I'm going to say, it's really important that no one knows what we do in the next few moments.
You look really pretty though, so it's okay if you want to wear the dress.
I hate it so much.
Okay, I won't tell anyone you wore the dress.
Okay, great. They will never know anyway. Do you have something to cover yourself with, like a cloak? I give you a cloak. Give her a cloak.
Cool.
Put the hood up for me. Puts the hood up on the cloak. And then I guess what Annalise would see is my body would shimmer and just almost like be fragmented for a moment, and I would shift into the appearance of Matron Rose. Just like completely change into her. And then pull out a second cloak because I have a backpack full of clothing. And I would put the cloak up over this dress, and I would just say, follow my lead.
Do you still sound like you?
Yes.
Okay. I was gonna...
We can talk about it later. Let's use the time we have.
Okay.
Let's make our way through.
Okay.
Yes? Excellent. And then I'm going to walk towards the gate as Matron Rose.
All right. As you start to
With
head,
confidence.
Okay. As you head there, Maury
so
finds you. As Maury finds you, he says, I'm glad I found you. Goodness, I had to locate you, and it's such a crowd. Just be aware. If you get the secret word bacon, a message to you magically, it will cause a scene. That is from Kailani.
Okay. Like how big of a scene?
As big of a scene as you can, but don't kill anyone or hurt anyone.
Duh. Well, I mean, that makes it more difficult.
Okay.
If only if you get the message. Have you found anything of interest?
No, just some dwarves. I mean, some gnomes over there going through the. It seemed to be getting let in, but that's it. Does she want us to just chill here for a bit, or are we meant to go somewhere?
Go up to a vantage point so you can see the crowd.
Is there a better vantage point anywhere nearby?
Yeah, looking around, you see a couple of. On the very far ends of this plaza, you see there's a couple of fountains where people are sitting, and they do rise up a little bit above the rest of the crowd, about a head higher. You could stand up on there and see the sea of people if you want to.
Can we go over
Yeah,
there?
I don't know what I'm going to do to make a ruckus.
I don't know what I mean, it's hard to make a ruckus without. Oh.
You haven't gotten the code word yet.
I could create an illusion of sorts, but what would freak out all these people? That isn't too much.
I don't know, like maybe make a like. Are there any chests or anything around?
Chests only that are being carted around by merchants.
Yeah, why don't you make like one of those merchant chests look like one of those? You know, like get the big teeth and the tongue and stuff.
What?
Do you know? Haven't you heard of those things that are like? It's kind of like we're looking for a shapeshifter guy.
Mimic.
Yeah, that's the one.
Mimics. They're magical creatures that look like mundane furniture.
But then it's like, oh no, the lid opened up and there's like teeth and a tongue and.
They are quite formidable.
Okay, well I can create that, but I need someone to draw the attention of the crowd to it with good acting.
No, I can possibly help with that, Lila says.
Practice? Like, here's a practice. Oh my god, what is that?
No, it needs to be more than that, because if I heard that in the crowd, I wouldn't give a shit.
I can cause screams. I can cause...
I'm sorry?
I can cause I can cause the illusion of people to scream.
Yeah, that'll do the trick. With our powers combined... Actually, with our powers combined, we can pull off some pretty wild illusions.
Correct. We're not half bad together.
Yeah, damn, there you go.
Right, I guess I'll like make an effect that will tell you what the weather will be like in 24 hours.
What will it be like in 24 hours?
You strewed craft to see what the weather's going to be like.
Nice warm day.
Yeah, it's
partly cloudy.
Going to be like partly cloudy, like 55% humidity.
Jeez, it's not all ice knives and getting tied to chairs.
Like a two on the Buford scale, so like a nice cooling breeze.
It's actually super. Shit. We should sit down one day and figure out what the hell we can all do.
Passing by you now, looking a little bit. This particular person looks, out of everyone in the crowd before you, probably the strangest. The reason being, and he looks slightly lost, as though he really shouldn't be here. He doesn't look concerned. He doesn't look suspicious. He just looks curious at where he is. He's just over 6 feet tall, which makes him taller than a lot of other people in this plaza. So a bit easy to see. He's got lots of arm tattoos on him as well, which is a little bit odd. They're not dragon mark tattoos either. They're just ink. He's got this silver grey, short, straight hair, and has these white eyes that cause him to be a little bit strange. Very, very pale skin as well. He passes you by. He doesn't look at you or anything, but he just is a little out of sorts. He looks actually almost a little like Maury in a sense with that pale skin, but otherwise much bulkier, much more stocky and tall, muscular. But he passes you by, and Maury looks over also a bit curiously, but turns back to you and he says, That's right. And he says, so, we're going on to the, we're going to see more?
Yeah, I mean, we guess we just sit here and wait for either the code word or until we see something.
Very well. I'll go up with you on the phone.
I'll just keep looking at the crowd.
Sure. Okay. You see that particular person, disappear within the crowd. Other humans and Warforged and others still look agitated, but otherwise are accepting their fate at the moment. In the meantime,
can I see these two from where I'm at?
Make a perception check. They would be a bit far away.
Come on. That is a 6.
No. In fact, sorry, you actually still see Annalise, but you don't see Kalani.
Oh. There's Annalise.
What would you like to do?
Gonna be sneaky with the hood, and you're just like fucking.
With Annalise, I would like to approach the gates that all of the gnomes are heading through, but like not just walk through, just approach the guards.
All right, as you do, the guards see your approach, and there is a bit of a space where no one is filling, as though there's a gap. There's a gap where people know to sort of stay back a little. They're not approaching this archway. You can see beyond. You can see now much more of the lightning rail, this behemoth of a machine, expertly, masterfully crafted. And you can see people working on it as well, mainly gnomes. The guards, 2 of them, put their spears in a crossway, blocking your entry. And one of them, this dwarf, looks up at you. Hey, can't come through. Like everyone else, get back.
I have reason to believe that the prince may be being taken somewhere amongst the lightning rail. And for that reason, myself, on behalf of the 12, I'm here to investigate.
Yeah. I've heard the prince being on the lightning rail. Yeah, that's good. I haven't heard about you being one of the 12. I haven't heard that one yet. That's
she
new.
not one of the 12, Matron Rose?
Yep.
Okay, she is.
Yep. The dwarf doesn't. When you look at the dwarf and the other guy, they in fact
No recollection.
No recollection. Correct. The dwarf says, "Prove it."
I look down at myself.
She is though.
Okay, friend of this
Matron
person.
Rose.
Matron Rose. Yes, I've heard of that name, but I don't know you from a bar of soap. How do I know you're the real Matron Rose?
Because I'm standing here in front of you and will absolutely smite you.
Are you and a couple of the guards
Can I
now
just say,
have started to move towards you?
You can accompany me.
Are you threatening a guard of Korth?
No. If you would accompany me, we can investigate together. If that's the case, and you, single-handedly, are also held responsible for helping find the prince, I will make sure you are incredibly handsomely rewarded.
I'm a bit handsome already. Make a persuasion check.
Can I do it at advantage? Because I'm in the appearance of Matron Rose?
Though no one seems to recognize it. So it would be a straight roll.
Lame. What am I doing? Persuasion.
Yes, please.
That is a 14.
A 14, okay. Two more guards come over, a woman human and another male human, and they're about middle-aged each, and they have the same sort of guard uniforms on: the spears, the sword at the back, the shield. The dwarf looks towards both of them and at you again. So what do you want to do? See if this prince is on the lightning rail?
Yes, I just want to walk through. I will leave it after. You can accompany me back off the lightning rail.
Normally I'd say do your thing, but know that the lightning rail is under repair. There are some parts of the carriages that are actually quite dangerous.
Well,
I wouldn't
even better than you accompanying me will make sure that I don't get injured?
I don't know what parts are. I've just been told that by House Orion gnomes.
Okay, well then have one of them accompany.
Can you see they're a bit busy trying to repair it?
I'm sure you can spare one for the good of Korth.
I don't know. I'd have to talk to them.
So you haven't seen that this part of the train's broken? Like these parts? You haven't seen the damage that's been done?
I don't know if there's damage per se. I think it's just a maintenance thing. But that coupled with Korth being shut down, it's not ideal for travelers.
But is it actually dangerous, or is somebody hiding someone there, like maybe the lost prince, and then they're
lady,
saying it's dangerous?
Look,
my handmaiden.
Okay, handmaiden. Do you have a name?
Annalise.
Annalise. Okay, handmaiden Annalise. So,
Maybe I should have come up with not Annalise.
Please forgive her. She has a hangover. That is her middle name.
What's my hurting hand?
what happened to the hand?
I heard it.
You need a healer. House Jorasco is in the city if you need a healer.
Oh, okay, thank you.
That is our next.
But we got to make sure someone
That's our
doesn't steal
next
the
stop.
prince first.
Okay, so
He could just be being hidden here. Is another option.
right.
Held ransom.
Obviously, the prince needs to be found, and I'm happy to be rewarded.
Do you want the lightning rail to be up and running once again at some point?
I think everyone does. Don't you see their faces?
Yeah. So, how would you like to make all of those faces turn into happy ones?
It's not going to help. Oh, you mean by lifting the curfew if you find the prince?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Okay, again, no disrespect, but I don't know who you are. But
Usually I would be offended, but the good of Korth is far more important than my pride.
I think you should bow though. Can I roll for that?
Yes, you can.
Okay. Pick a color. Let's go pink again. What am I rolling?
Persuade.
Persuasion.
Hey, that's actually something you're good at.
14 plus 5.
Nice.
19.
There's a half attempt. There's a. He puts
Good
his
enough.
spear across his chest and gives you this slight neck. This slight neck
So you
angle.
don't have to smite him later. It's all good. See?
That was. Sorry, I have anger issues.
She does.
That's the second time. I will not take a third.
Repeating what I said. Please forgive her. She's quite simple.
Miladies, if you will, and he takes you past the archway and says, "Okay, so here we have."
Get wrecked.
I got it.
Get wrecked.
Got it. Got this. Okay, miladies. So here we have the front of the lightning rail. Here, you can see gnomes from House Orion are working fervently to try and get that sorted. So the entrance to the driver, I guess you could call it the driver. I don't really know much about the mechanics of it. In here, and he guides you in. And as you walk in, you see a carpeted floor of blue. Silver and blue seem to make up the majority of the inside of this lush, fashionable 5-star hotel horizontally. The metal is only, and the cranks and the gears are only really on the very, very front. You can see that, you can hear that as lightning arcs from the bottom of the rail to the ground where those crystals are. You were able to step up via these stairs, the metal stairs that fold out and let you in, and then you're in and they fold back up. And then to your left, as you look down, you see a door, this intricately carved, almost crystalline sort of door open up automatically, and you see within just a plethora of lush couches, bar, seats, all empty. It looks perfect. But in a moment later, and you see all of a sudden this lightning about halfway down the carriage, the first carriage, just arc from the floor to a random chair.
Right. So this entire time, I'm going to be both looking inside the lightning rail, but also outside any windows, if there are, looking for the prince still, any suspicious figures, anyone that we would recognize as a threat, like a minion of Lord Derez or whoever. Just looking for sus as fuck motherfuckers.
While you roll the sus motherfuckers, are you doing?
Do we
anything
know what he
lately?
smells like?
It has
What,
a.
the prince?
Yeah.
Oh, you want to know what the prince smells
Absolutely.
like? Yeah. When
What
you,
did he smell like?
Sure.
Is
He smelled like rotting flesh.
Sorry? No,
What?
he's a 9.
He's a 10, wasn't he?
No, the
That's
freezer was a 10.
That's why he's not a 10.
Because he smells like rotting flesh.
A little bit.
Can I
What am I rolling?
have a sniff around?
Perception. You can make a perception check using your nose.
Amazing. I roll my mini dice. Emily gave me so tiny.
That's a 13 for me.
13. Okay.
Oh shit.
You rolled the exact same thing as me, but probably.
What am I
have
doing
a
again?
different
Sorry,
modifier.
perception.
Perception again for smelling.
Perception. Oh, that's a -2. Fuck my life. So that's a 6. So I'm just sniffing the air.
And the air is beautiful. It has almost a flowery smell when you flowery smell coupled with a bit of almost as though lightning has struck metal. It's that sort of metallic smell, a little bit burnt, but flowery for the most part. Lots of perfumes have been pushed into this as though people are about to board and they want that service, that experience to be amazing. So. With that, that's all you get, Annalise. As you move through, as you look around, Kailani, there are members of House Orion that are around the outside of, and with ladders, have gone up and started to, at least in the middle of, looking like they're moving fibers around. It looks like they're wires of some kind through the top of the lightning rail. You can see them go up and down through the windows, which are most of the sides of windows. You see that they're in the maybe 20 or 30 of them every now and again. But otherwise, there is no one else that looks suspicious at the moment, no. The guard says, here's where I'll leave you. I'm going to put you in the tiny, tiny hands of this little gnome here. And he looks down, you look down, and you see this gnome that has that same crest of House Orion, the unicorn, emblazoned on a white, clean shirt. And he has this beard. He's taller than a normal gnome. He has his black beard that goes down to his chest. He has slick black hair, a tanned face, long eyes. Hello.
I'm just going to say to the one that's leaving, thank you. You've been very helpful.
You're late.
Hello? Great. Would you be so kind to give us a tour without us being injured? Or is this it?
Oh, this is it.
Oh, this is the whole thing.
Oh, yes.
Any other spaces, not necessarily inside the lightning rail, that might be able to hide someone?
Oh, plenty.
Could you show me?
No.
Why?
Well, quite dangerous in there.
Okay.
I wouldn't want you to get burnt and struck by lightning.
Okay, that's fine. Have you sent anyone in to check lately?
Check.
The hiding spot.
Oh, the hiding spots. Oh, you mean because of the amount of people outside and
And also the prince being missing, we have reason to believe he may be here.
Prince. Oh, the prince.
Yes.
Of course.
Yes.
Apologies. You have stepped into the jurisdiction of House Orion. We are a little out of touch with the news of Korth, and I have heard of this prince being missing, but we're not really concentrating on that at the moment.
That's fine. All I'm here to do is help you get your lightning rail up and running again.
And sorry, I haven't been introduced.
Matron Rose from the 12.
He looks at you. He tentatively bows.
Help.
And he says, "My lady."
Yes.
Yes, of course. I'm sorry, I just didn't expect to see you here.
No, I'm in hiding currently because we are investigating and I don't want anyone to know I'm here.
Of course, no questions asked, of course. Well, I'm sorry, I don't know why I didn't recognize you. Feel free to peruse the
'Cause I'm wearing
carriages.
not my usual garb.
That must have been it. Feel free to peruse the lightning rail as you choose. You're more easily aware of the magics that run through this vessel. You will easily be able to. The rail is yours. You'll easily be able to do away with any of the dangers here.
Here's the issue with that. I don't want anyone to pick up on the fact that I'm here.
Oh, we will.
So if
we
I
can
am
help with that.
guided,
You do not want free reign.
no, I'd rather be guided.
Oh.
Then it looks less suspicious if anyone on the outside causing a riot looks in and sees myself just perusing. This is why I bought this one with me.
My name's
I
Scotty.
don't. It's fine. Don't listen to her.
Very well.
Community service.
Very well. Well, I will take you to the moments or the points where people have been smuggled and are hidden or can be hidden, if that is your wish.
Yes, I'm just going to follow along. Don't mind me. I am also communicating with Farizo.
I see. Is that for any particular reason? Are we being investigated?
No, we just have reason to believe that
The prince, of course.
the prince, but also that someone may have brought him here against his will.
I see. Well, yes, I will act as though this is simply a tour of our progress, if that is your want.
I would prefer that, yes.
Okay. Well, I will be as you say, a guide.
In your head, you're gonna hear. So, anything suspicious out there? Anyone looking strange? I can't see anything currently. Update me, please.
I don't know, we're just kind of hanging out near a fountain or something. Some tall guy walked past before, he looked a little bit weird, but...
So, did you just let him walk past?
Well, I don't know, I don't have authority against the tall people of the town.
No, but you said he looks suspicious.
I just said he looked like the odd one out.
Okay.
He didn't really do anything, he was just tall and had tattoos. No one else here is tall and had tattoos.
Okay.
What are you doing?
Investigating. Maybe keep investigating. And if anything looks suspicious, don't just stand there. Investigate it.
Well, I don't know, we kind of are looking. You're looking, aren't you? Sorry, I was talking in your head, but to eyeball.
What?
You're talking here and they're like, you're looking right.
I'm looking at stuff.
Yeah, I was like adamant that he is looking. Lila, you're looking?
Yes, I'm doing my best.
Yeah, like Lila's doing her best. Stop just like putting shit on her.
Who are you talking to?
Is there any food around here?
Too many people in my head. I'm talking to Kailani. She's like bad mouthing you because she doesn't think you're looking hard enough.
Classic.
You can
Yeah.
tell Kailani that we are doing our utmost, and we will help her when she needs it. But until then, tell her to be safe.
Yeah. Look, I may have stirred some shit up. Lila seems very upset.
Okay.
I've never heard her speak that
I'll
way
deal with
before.
that later. For context, I've snuck onto the lightning rail. I am on here. If you could just keep looking out, any more sus-looking figures, maybe investigate them. Don't just let them go. Thank you.
All right.
This is the end of this message for now.
I'll tell Ivor.
And
Say.
then I'll go back.
Oh, she's like, keep looking and don't let sus people walk past. Did you think that guy was sus or just like odd because he like looked different?
He was way above normal height, like double normal height. That's about it.
Like, I mean, he was slightly taller than the average
I would say
humanoid.
at least 2.1 times taller than the average humanoid. Because remember, the gnomes bring the average down to about dwarf height. Anyway, yeah. Do we see anything else, Sus?
You can make- it's
look
been
around.
about 10 minutes, so make another perception check.
I look around, I guess. Nice. Nice. Yeah.
Did you both get in that one?
Yeah.
Oh no.
So instead of looking,
Is Lila at least fucking useful?
well, probably not, because instead of looking, what I would have done was pulled out that frog that I bought. Hey, Lila.
Yeah.
I know that it was kind of like something that you were like asking us to help you with, but I kind of feel like we might cause a bit of trouble for you, like when you're hanging out with us. And I just wanted to say that I'm sorry that you got like your guts ripped open. So I got you something. I'll pull out the frog.
She looks down at the frog confusingly for a moment, but then her eyes widen.
Yeah,
She says,
it's green, and you have that green dress, so I thought that you would like it.
"Oh wow, that's
That's
I
your
don't-
style romance shit.
I don't think I even
Said I'm scared of
remember
frogs.
someone giving me a gift in a very long time.
Well, I wanted to be like, hey, I'm sorry that you croaked.
Oh.
Fucking hell.
I'm just gonna throw myself in front of the lightning.
She laughs genuinely at that and she says, this is more than just a frog. This is are you sure you want to
Get married.
Yeah.
Marriage proposal.
This bestows magical powers.
Yeah, I bought it from like a magic shop.
Oh, you're very kind. Thank you. And it's not your fault that I died.
Yeah, I know, it's mainly Ivor's, but like I was there.
No, my fault.
No, I'm just being a smart ass, but no, it's just I don't know, like it's a shitty thing to happen, and
Thank you. That's very kind of you, Rin. And she gently watches the frog just jumps a little onto her palm of her hand.
have you been watching? Because I wasn't watching.
Any bread?
She says, for the frog?
No, for me.
I can.
For me. We have a terrible understanding of how animals work in this group, trying to hatch a horse out an egg and feed this frog bread. For me. I'm entirely distracted by this conversation.
I thought frog might have eaten bread.
What the fuck? How did we get here?
Oh, shit.
One thing's clear.
2 nat ones. That's how we got here.
How do we...
I can,
Roll well.
I
See
can-
something.
yeah.
Ignore it.
Roll badly.
I can produce bread if you are hungry.
Yeah, actually, go on.
She produces a fresh
She can't produce bread.
bread. Create food and water
Oh,
as the basic spell, and
Cast bread. The cast loaf. Yeah, thank you.
she casts loaf.
oh shit.
As she casts it, you see a tray being produced, and it has 2 little handles, one on each side. And on it, there is a fresh loaf of bread, cut up, the little seeds within it, and she on the side there's a little jar with what looks to be some sort of jam, orange jam.
Nice.
And she says, "Take your fill."
Yeah, nice. I wouldn't get stuck in.
And I'll just message kindly. Yeah, we did like a thorough sweep of the area, and there's nothing happening out there. Just like pissed off people because they can't leave.
During this time, you've almost.
I look out and I just see them exchanging bread and. No.
You take the next 10 minutes to thoroughly look through the lightning rail, and this gnome of House Orion takes you through every compartment, the undercarriage, the part even where the luggage goes into, where the servants, not servants, but the workers' quarters would be. Captain's quarters, essentially almost like a ship but on land, but it's very, very long and wide, as a vessel would be. There's even compartments above the guests' quarters as well, where there's crawling space where magically, like you did, Annalise, he produces a small flame to light up that area to see through. Everything is empty.
If that's the case, then I can't see any tampering or anything sus.
Tampering wise, you'd have to make an intelligence check. There are quite
I think
intricate.
I'm satisfied.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like he would have pointed it out if
Look,
it.
he has told you a little bit about how the lightning rail works as well. He mentioned the lightning causes with magical, I guess, propulsion using the gnomes' particular powers of House Orion. That's how it goes forward, etc. Yeah, so
Cool.
he didn't mention anything untoward.
If that's the case, I will head back to where we started with them, and I will turn to them and say, thank you. You've been very helpful. Obviously, with this investigation, I will need your utmost discretion. And I'm happy to compensate you for this, if that is something that you would like. If not, you have the favor of the 12.
And any compensation you can offer would be much appreciated.
Give him a gold bar.
Okay.
Just produce a gold bar and give it to him.
Sure. He
We're just handing these out left, right, and centre.
he
My gold bar, technically.
he looks quite taken aback.
You gave me 3, so it's one of yours.
He seems quite taken aback by it and looks between you both and bows a bit more deeply. This time and says, "Thank you." That's quite a richly gift.
No one can know that we were here, so
We are at most, yes, at your service, of course.
thank you for all you do. And
Oh, it won't take, if you need to mention anything to the 12, let them know that it won't take too much longer for the lightning rail to be up and running.
I will.
Everything's going according to plan. Possibly in 3 days it will be ready. Hopefully by then the prince will be found. Everything will then run smoothly.
Excellent. That's great news. Thank you. Shush. Thank you.
He looks curiously at that, but otherwise stays silent.
Community service. And I'll just move back towards the gate. I'll also thank the other,
Dwarven guard.
dwarven.
Yep.
And will also offer them a gold bar as thanks, and we'll pretty much repeat the exact same speech.
Okay. As you produce this gold bar.
Like this.
Okay, so make a sleight of hand check then if you're trying to do so without others.
It's super gracefully,
spotting
you know, like not like.
Yeah.
You have long, flowy sleeves, remember?
Okay, that's fine because it was really good. It's a 19 plus 1, which is a dirty 20.
A dirty 20. Okay. He does. He looks at it and he's about to take it, this dwarf, and he says, I really appreciate it, but I'm a guard of Korth, and
Okay.
it is
Understood.
very, very kind of you, but I wouldn't be right to take it and not disperse it among the guards. They're all doing a really good job of keeping the crowd sane.
Well, then
more
I
than
will
anything.
put in a good word with when they get off their high horses, the royals, and maybe we can get you a pay increase all around.
That would be something.
I'll mention, what was your name again?
Talk.
Talk, and I write that down. I will mention you personally by name.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And
I'll
then-
write it on my arm. Wait, I don't know.
Do you have a quill?
Do I have a quill?
I hope so.
I have a crowbar.
I'll do.
Be careful.
I'll just be like,
Just remember it.
I can't remember it.
And then I will walk confidently, but also looking like I'm trying to blend in, to try and find a pocket that we can once again hide ourselves in.
You see two things immediately as you turn and
Oh no!
and head back towards the crowd. You see someone passing by you, someone that you recognize. Someone that you recognize from a long, long, long time ago.
Oh no.
Jin passes by you
Oh fuck.
and doesn't bat an eye as he passes by you.
Who's Jin?
Next, the second person that you notice, almost, it doesn't really know if they're following Jin or if they are just going in the same trajectory, but you see the prince.
Okay, so
Do I also see the prince?
Yes.
ow. Ow.
You see him, but very heavily cloaked. So you only see an instant of recognition.
Did I memorize that face? So.
The smell as well.
And the
I
smell.
9.
I immediately message through to Rin and say, tall figure, walking through the gate, prince behind, do something immediately.
They're
I
not
will be
walking
there.
through. They're
Or
walking
towards.
like parallel. to.
Adjacent. Do something immediately. Stop them. Have Lila stop them. Have Maury stop them. Do something. This is almost bacon, but not bacon.
I don't know. We got to stop the tall guy, and the prince is there.
Literally right behind him.
Okay, can I see the tall guy?
If I've directed them.
From your vantage point, because you're standing on that first step of the fountain, you do spy that tall figure again, and you do see it for an instant, a cloaked figure just behind as described, but the crowd is just so packed again, the cloaked figure, you lose him.
No, I don't know. Like I saw him briefly.
No. Stop the tall guy. I don't care. Stop one of them.
Like from how far away am I?
You are. This is a big plaza. You're much further away than Kailani is probably from them, because of the archway that you saw that people are walking through. You are about 150 feet away.
I'll also simultaneously turn to you and say, can you distract them?
Oh no. Are you sure that's a good idea? Yeah, I can.
Just walks up and is like, hey, how you going today? This is bad. This is so bad.
Are they just as a player? Nah, don't worry about it. I'll ask one of my characters.
You still spy Annalise, but you still don't see where Kailani is.
Is there a way I can get 30 feet closer to this
Closer?
tall guy while still having eyes on him?
Absolutely, you can definitely give it a good old go if you want to. You have to push your way past people and quickly to catch up to be within, because that figure seems to be moving fairly smoothly through the crowd. I think people see that imposing figure and seem to be moving a little bit apart to let him through. He seems to have a bit more of a purpose, but you can try. So you can make me an athletics check first, if that's okay.
How far away from me is he?
40 feet now away, moving away from you to the right, as you look away from the station.
Or actually,
Yep.
can I see one, like either of them as well as the tall guy from where I
Only
am?
Annalise.
All right. What I will do, I'll just make sure I can.
Is it really loud? Can you hear me if I yelled out? Or
unlikely. It's still a crowd of people, so the mutterings, the conversations, and the distance of where you are, it's unlikely, but you can certainly give it a try if you want to.
So I'm going to re-up the connecting psychically to people.
Yep.
Which will be Annalise, the tall guy, and Michael. For 4 hours.
Yep.
I'm just the tall guy in his head. He's just gonna sneer. Halt.
Nice.
Can you make an intimidation check for me, or a deception? It's up to you which one you prefer.
Okay, that landed somewhere.
Good God.
I guess it will be a 14. And I'll go with deception on that one.
All right.
No.
In an instant, you see this figure from way back where you are. Have you tried to move within that space yet? No.
No, just 'cause I can do this if I can see them. So
You can. You see the figure stop. And this figure stops where others are moving, and you can see he's sticking out like a sore thumb. He's looking around very, very warily now, seeing where no reply, just you can see him slowly as well start to duck. So he gets a bit more
You do whatever you want, Jeannie.
a bit more part of the crowd.
I don't know.
stand up straight.
What would Annalise do?
You see that the figure slowly stands.
Do I notice, like I saw the cloaked figure briefly before, is he still hanging out behind him, or?
No.
Wait,
No, you don't
cloak-
see him anymore.
Can I still see him though?
She was looking for the cloaked figure.
I was staring at him as well.
Yes, you see them. They are. It looks like that they are more specifically looking at the guards, trying to understand a little bit about where they are. It looks like he's investigating the guards.
And he's still about 40 feet away.
Yes.
Lordy.
No, Prince.
Ha. So this figure stands tentatively and is looking around, trying to possibly understand who's speaking in his mind. But he's got a very concentrating, worried face about him.
I guess I'd quickly go to. Oh shit! I can't even speak to you anymore.
Just for note, the intention of them distracting is so that I have enough time to change back into my Kalani form, like the human, and put my clothes back on.
Okay.
So, like, I'm hoping that they just, like, keep it going for enough time for me to do that so that I'm not sticking out like fucking Matron Rose in this now crowd.
How far away are these two figures from us?
100 and, what did I say, 50 feet?
It was 150, yeah.
Yeah. You still notice Annalise. She seems to be concentrating on something, but you can't seem to understand what from this distance, what she's doing. And you still can't see Kalani at all.
No.
Lila has started to move through the crowd. She looks back at you both, and she says, still within speaking distance, "What are we doing? What's going on?"
Or the other one.
I know I got told to stop them, and I just kind of yelled in his head.
Fuck, where'd it go?
Nice, keep going.
Where'd it go?
Has he stopped?
Yeah, like but he looks a bit like weird. Hang on, I need to keep going.
But that's...
This is your god.
Yeah. So
Something is about to happen, and I've just saved you if you stand still.
Nice.
You can't hear
I thought we were mentally linked.
it. Yeah, but I tell you, like, me to him. I can't do, like, group call, I don't think.
That's a shame.
up to you.
But if I do that,
It's gonna happen to so many people. Yeah.
If I'm not hearing that, then and I can see the fellow stopped, so I'd probably move with Lila.
Oh, that one.
That one.
I will use Expeditious Retreat,
Ooh, nice.
so I can move 60 feet.
Wisdom 9.
Although with the crowd there,
That's
I don't
the
know how that
same.
would impede my movement. But I'm just trying to move in such a way that if they're right in front of us, and then to our right is where these two are, I would head kind of diagonally left, so I
Yep.
can try and head them off.
Okay, so as you do, you do manage to form a very quick path between you
But also-
and this figure, and you're trying to go in between them, basically.
No, I'm just trying to get so that if they're heading, I'm just trying to, while he's stopped, get on the other side of him so that if he...
Okay, so get on to the other side. Okay, so you're going to go sort of to the right as you look at him. You're going to go to the right because these Annalise at least is on towards the left, more towards the archway.
Yeah.
So as you move quickly, you see Ivor just speed through this crowd and seemingly push past a lot of people who don't really know what's going on. Are you following?
Well, I guess I would be keeping, if I've got the vantage and I can talk to them, I'd just be keeping eyes on everything.
Well, Lila follows you, and you're heading in that direction quite quickly.
I mean, if I've told him I'm his god. I'm sending an acolyte to guide you to safety. A swift dwarf.
Oh no. This is so bad. This is so fucking bad. This is not good in
All right.
any circumstance.
As you,
And I'll relay that into his head.
okay.
Doi, I've told this idiot that I'm a god and you're like my acolyte who's come to guide him to safety.
Gotcha.
All right. With that in mind, what are you two doing?
So is the prince also within, like, he's 40 feet away from me?
Yes, moving away from you at this point, 40 feet currently.
Do I have to run to catch up to him? Or can
You'd
I
have to
walk?
push through crowds.
Yeah.
You
Can-
push through people. You can.
Okay.
You'd have to make an athletics check if you.
She just needs to get within 30 feet.
Okay. Still make an athletics check to see if you can get within 30 because this being is moving.
You got this, buddy.
There's no chance of me being able to, like, go up to him to speak to him, right?
If you succeed here, you could be close enough.
Okay, because that'll kind of change how I do this. So just let me know how close I can
Yeah,
get.
sure.
Okay, but ideally, I could go up to this person. What am I doing, sorry?
Athletics.
Athletics. 14 plus 1, that's a 15.
Okay. So you can choose because you do catch up with him. You can either be within 20 or right up.
Okay, so I'm gonna just go straight up to him.
Yep.
And cast Charm Person, and then we'll see how that goes. But then I'll be like, hi.
Okay. What's your spell DC?
Ash, get ready to laugh
Which
at what
one's
this
that
save
one?
is. No, it's what we're talking about.
Wisdom 9.
Nice.
You see why I was freaking out?
Right.
What's his passive? Tell us later.
Passive save or his
passive.
Look, it
Passive
was so
wisdom.
nice
Yeah.
having you be a part of this stream.
Please don't hurt me. I'll go to your harem.
Okay. So as you move right up to this cloaked figure, and you both are seeing this as well as actually you're not because you're moving quite quickly. You see Rin as Lila and Ivor are racing up to this to this tall figure. Notice that Annalise has barged through people and said something to this cloaked figure because you saw her mouth move. You notice this as well from where you are.
Oh, no.
Immediately,
Am
Annalise,
I changed yet?
You've changed, but you haven't changed your dress.
Yeah.
So that will take another half a minute.
I
But
feel
you're
like I
doing,
would have still, like, I'm halfway through it.
Yeah,
at this
yeah,
point,
yeah,
So,
yeah.
yeah.
in a crowd, you're getting gazes.
Okay, fine.
Just be aware, people are looking at you really
They're like,
confused
why
as
is she
to what's
changing her
going
dress?
on.
That's
yeah,
fine.
basically.
I don't care. As long as they didn't see me change my face.
For that, you can make another sleight of hand or stealth, up to you.
Okay. We'll do a stealth. It's a 9.
A 9? Yep, okay. So,
I do have a cloak up, so like my face shouldn't be
roll with advantage then.
natural 20.
Okay, that's fine. So you're halfway through. You're pretty sure no one's seen you.
And I'll do like the old pants under the skirt thing.
Yep.
Like I'm not just gonna get naked in the square.
Sure. Okay. Annalise,
Unless.
as you cast that spell on this figure turns completely around.
Oh, fuck off.
You can see in front of you that same
It's gonna be fun.
graying face of the prince. He looks at you with surprise initially, and he almost sighs in
Same.
sighs in
how thirsty
almost
you look out of 10.
defeat, almost in defeat, as though he's almost in pity, as he just uses a hand, and as he shakes his head, he just pushes. And as he does, can you make a Constitution saving throw, please?
Shit.
Fuck. That's
Surely
that
people
one, right?
will see this, yeah.
Oh shit! I hit the thing, the chips. That's fine. Yikes! 7 plus 3, 10.
A 10, okay. You find yourself flying backwards. You are picked. Some sort of magical effect has pushed you off your feet, and you fly through the air. And it's about 20 feet in the air over the crowd, a distance, and you land. And you land heavily on
You know what
top
would've helped me
of
there?
half
Take a corn.
a cart and people and a donkey, it looks like.
Oh, nice.
You take 16 points of bludgeoning
Holy
damage
fucking shit.
as you land heavily on top of this. Splinters, bits of wood dig into your side as you just get flung backwards. At that point,
Railed and not the good kind.
the people initially around you just yell out in absolute horror at what they're seeing. You both notice, and you've come around at that point, and you're there. You're almost at the point of there being that where the tall person is, only a few feet away, and he looks over and sees this. He starts to bolt, as many others do as well. This chaos ensues. You have your normal clothing on by now, but you are now in a difficult spot, except for you, Rin, where you are all starting to be jostled and pushed aside. People are starting to walk on top of you as well.
I'm going straight for her
Yep.
to help her up so that
She-
she's not getting trampled.
50 feet, she was flung.
That's fine. I can. I've got a walking speed of 30, so
Yep.
I'll just dash.
Okay, what are you doing?
Can I still see the prince?
Yep. The prince.
Yeah, I think you were with the other person.
You were with
weren't
the
you?
tall person, but you do want to try and see the prince?
If I can see.
Make a perception check.
Now that everyone started screaming and running.
Sure.
It's 5.
Not
You're
in
just
this-
like, bread.
Not in this crowd of rushing people, but you do see that tall person. He is looking around for a means of disappearing.
I'll run up and grab his arm and say, "Peace be upon ye. I am the acolyte sent from ye gods. Come with me to safety, brother." I'll start pulling him back towards Rin. I take his hand.
Make a strength check because you're trying to grapple him. Because
No.
if you're pulling on him, he's gonna try and get that
But I
way.
take his hand gently and I say, "Follow me to salvation."
Persuasion then.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow, we're really up.
That was a +2 last night, so 8.
Okay.
We're doing so well.
He pulls his hand away quickly and he looks down and he says, "I don't know who the hell you are. Get the fuck away from me."
Oh, okay.
And he when he looks at you and he says that, he's you already see there's danger in his eyes. there's a threat there.
Doctor Danger.
Okay, now I'll grapple him.
Okay, strength.
I'm gonna do my little tackle and see.
You can see this from here too.
See if I can just.
Do not resist my acolyte. Your life depends on it.
Lila, kick his face. Is what I say.
You are being shepherded to danger by running the other way.
Make another deception check.
Fucking hell.
20.
Nice.
So saith your god.
That's an 11 on my strength check.
All right. Two things happen at once. He slackens and he starts to follow you.
Oh. Nice. See, I told you. Come this way, please.
Come this way.
I come this way.
All right. So you're leading this tall fellow back towards Rin, or
Yeah.
Yeah?
And I'll just say to Lila.
She also shrugs a little.
I can't talk to Lila in her head if we're psychically linked, can I?
No.
Tell Lila to knock this guy out when she can.
I'm not linked to Lila.
Oh well, Brev. All right, I'm bringing this guy back over to you. Tell him. I don't know. Tell him to chill out.
All right, I'll tell him I'm also from his garden. He's gullible. Is Annalise alright? She free to
Do I pick her up?
Actually, are you alright?
Can you
I can speak to you.
Are you speaking in my... I thought it was... Oh, okay.
I changed it.
Yeah, you did.
Ow.
Can you make a dexterity saving throw as the chaos has ensued and people are starting to not even know you're there, being lying on the ground?
Such a shit. What, sorry? Dexterity saving.
That's this one.
8.
An 8. Okay.
That was such a bad roll too. I hit the tablecloth.
You take another 4 points of bludgeoning damage as people are starting to run and just trip over you and just not even know you're there. You're being trampled.
Can I help her?
Yes, and you arrive and you go to the place where you saw her land and you see her and she's underneath half a cart and you pick her up.
Now, from memory, did Farizo, remind me, this is an out of character question, did Farizo say that we could just shout out to him and he would arrive? If we found the prince?
If you found the prince, yes.
Excellent. And he knows that we know that this is the prince that we were referring to. The person impersonating the prince.
As far as you're aware.
Then I'm gonna yell out, Farizo, we found the prince! It's really frantically. And think about fucking, or did he give us a scroll? He gave us a scroll. I'm gonna grab the scroll and then I'm gonna scream, Farizo, we found the prince! Come here right now, it's really bad. Yeah, posture check. I probably needed that because I was a bit gremlin.
All right. All of a sudden.
Hey, this backs up my story about Matron Rose, so this is good.
Everyone, except you all, and even Lila and Maury are a part of this. Everyone starts to slow and stop.
Shit.
Everyone.
So including us or not including?
Not including you.
If he can stop time, then he's more than a 10. That's hot.
Clock stoppers. Do you remember that movie?
Yeah. Sorry.
Everyone around you has ceased to move, though
Including the prince.
It is as though, yes, it is as though they were. It's as though they're still in action. They're just about to take their next breath. They're just about to move. They are poised, but they are not moving. The guards, the lightning arcing has ceased. The gnomes above the lightning rail ceased. The silence from that yelling and the chaos just goes from 100 to 0. And then a figure calmly walks through. Thank you so much for the bits.
Hey, thanks, Sherbet.
Thanks.
Appreciate it.
The figure is one that you are all familiar with now, or at least have seen in
This
statues,
is bad for you.
in murals,
Muriel's
Did
bad.
that again.
Muriel.
in stories. This maybe mid to late 40s human,
Okay.
black hair, ruffled a little on the front, a couple of wrinkles along his face,
He's Pedro
a
Pascal.
deep blue robe, beard from ear to chin, quite well kept, blue piercing eyes, just casually walking through the crowd towards you. And you see Farizo again. And he looks curiously at the scene in front of him. That was quick. Are you certain?
Are we all reconvened at this point? Where is everyone? Where
Not
has he
yet.
appeared in relation to all of
So
us?
he has appeared closer to both of you, about 15 feet away as he speaks, which means he's close to you as well. He's probably about 25 to 30 feet away from you, Ivor, and Lila.
You're just like holding this
And
person that's
you're-
locked onto you.
And yeah, with that person who's still, and you're the furthest away still, but you're easily seen on that fountain now because you're still moving around. Maury and Lila are still part of this phenomena.
By certain, you mean the person impersonating the prince? Yes, we are certain.
Yeah, I said hi. And then he threw me.
She's very hurt. Can we see him amongst the crowd?
Who?
The prince that's now frozen
Yes.
somewhere.
Yes, you see him only maybe 10 feet away.
Gesture to where he is. And I'll also approach because now I'm fucking curious and I want to look at this guy.
Okay. Farizo casually moves up towards this cloaked figure and takes the hood off. And before you, most of you quite easily see the same figure that tore through Lila. That same greyish skin. He looks like he has a snarl on his face, that you can see those wicked, sharp teeth as well, and that pinkish red tongue that looks like it's in the middle of dripping blood, though that's still as well. You can see those pale white eyes with the black and red within in the pupils, tiny pupils, and you can see that there he was in the middle of moving away quickly, half a step away, as though unbound this magic, he would fall over. And Frizo only looks towards him briefly. He looks around and he says, "There's something else. Can't put my finger on it." Well done. So, you feel that this is the prince, or not so?
This was the guy that you said maybe isn't really the prince, but we thought was the prince.
You haven't found out more?
No, because he threw me. I'm bleeding.
He looks over toward you and casually, just almost as though he's bringing you over to him.
Still hot.
However, that you feel warmth all around you as your wounds heal instantly.
Oh. Do I add all that back then?
You will add
Hell yeah. So evil,
13 points of healing back.
Thank you.
As he says, well done.
What are you going to do?
Interrogate him. In the towers. Understand.
Can we watch? I would like to see how this ends.
Do you take pleasure in
Watching.
interrogations?
I find satisfaction out of closing a chapter.
Know that. the
Doesn't have to be
chapter-
in the tower, because I know it is secretive there.
But this time it must. This being is powerful, as I suspect he could be, if he is as powerful as I think he is. Only the tower has the protective wards that I am aware and that I have made, and that the 12 have made to protect the outside world from him. For that I apologize. Perhaps simply knowing that this deed is done hopefully will suffice, and the reward to follow.
I must insist. We watched this figure tear apart one of our friends.
It must have been
Horrible.
quite harrowing.
Also, you saw what he did to Matron Rose. I just want to know why, and I want to see them say it.
Again, I ask, simply a chapter close, or is there some sort of satisfaction here for you?
Oh, I just told you I get satisfaction out of the chapter closing. Also, this guy is an absolute fuckhead. Did you just see what he did to her? You didn't. But all of this ruckus is because of him.
Perhaps there is a part of the towers that you may be interested in seeing. He looks between you all.
Oh, have you met Ivor? I don't think you have.
Yes, I'm Ivor, the Wayfarer.
Ivor.
Put on my hat.
Ivor.
I just know that he wasn't with us earlier.
Or another one of your companions.
Yes. He's a good guy.
Ivor. Do you go by another name?
Nope, just Ivor, the Wayfarer.
No last name?
Nope.
Can I insight check Ivor this entire time?
If you'd like, sure.
Fuck yeah, I'd want to.
Would you like to roll what you need to roll?
Yep.
Oh, doesn't matter. Come on. I rolled a 7.
That's a 1?
Oh, shit.
Like a nat one?
No, a dirty one.
Oh.
Filthy one.
Well, there must be something to be said for the Wayfarers. They are quite useful in a time like this. Thank you for your service.
Yes, no worries.
You don't seem to wear the uniform, however.
Well, after the slaughter at,
You've heard.
yes.
We are investigating that, just be aware.
Yes, thank you. I'm sure that it's something we could look after ourselves.
You have the 12's aid if need be, and I've already let your superiors may be made aware.
I'm sure they were incredibly welcoming of that. Thank you.
It wasn't me personally, but yes.
Oh, ooh. Okay.
Anyway, yes, please accompany me to the tower, and I would be more than happy to help you end this chapter, should you want.
I have one more question. This freeze thing, how does it work? Don't unfreeze everyone just yet, if that's your doing. But I'm just curious. You can probably let go of that figure's hand now we've gotten the prince.
I'm gripping the figure's hand really tight. I'm like, oh yes, go.
Perhaps a question for a question then. I can explain the spell, but I would also like to be aware or made aware as to why you hid yourself behind another person's eyes. And one of the 12, in fact.
I didn't tell him.
Yeah, how could you?
What are you talking about? I mean, what?
It seems we have questions to be asked and some time now to do so. Please.
Like here?
No. And in that moment,
Oh
No!
you are somewhere else. And we'll leave it there for this evening.
Oh.
Well done, everybody. Excellent work. Excellent
I'm
work.
actually stressed around. Hey, I didn't get my insight roll.
Ah, slam dunk.
I can't believe you let me run up to a fucking evil vampire that like disemboweled someone and let me run up and go,
I
hey!
told you to do what you were gonna do.
No, I know, but I can't believe Kaylani was like, Annalise, do something.
I said distract you.
I did that.
I didn't say go and be
You
his
did
friend.
do that.
Love it.
Now we're all in Torture Tower.
Hey,
Nice.
Blast Powder just asked if we leveled up.
Who's Blast Powder?
How dare you?
Sub for 2 months.
Look, thank you for the subs, Blast Powder. No, this time around.
Wait, what?
Huh?
No,
Blast Powder didn't do subs. What are you doing?
I'm kidding.
Alright.
I'm kidding.
in fact, you've leveled down.
Yeah, you've leveled.
Same.
You specifically, Blast Powder, have leveled down. Everyone else take your level 1 now. We take all of your levels and disperse them amongst ourselves.
100%. Look, I
Who we
don't have
raid?
anyone particularly to raid, so I'll just
do
choose
L&L.
someone. L&L, yeah, we can do L&L covers.
La 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 la.
Everyone, thank you so much for coming in, for the subs, for the lurks, for the chats, for the follows, for the chips, for the cheers. Thank you so much.
Oh, split the party.
Postures.
Welcome. We're about to raid
No.
L&L.
Oh my gosh, we're about to raid L&L. Thank you so much for the raid.
No,
Oh,
no,
you-
they just popped in.
Oh, thank you very much.
But
Thank you.
hey, just as you, this is good.
Everybody,
No,
thank
you did, but you get to come watch L&L make some cool fucking music, and that's what matters.
Exactly right.
And play games.
Exactly. Looks like it looks like some music at the moment. But everyone have a
yeah.
great night. Thank you very much. And we'll see hopefully
Tune in for
everyone.
Castleton this weekend,
Castleton
where
this weekend,
I'll
yep.
be there, and you can listen to more of L&L's music, and maybe see some familiar faces like Matt. That's the party.
Ooh. Have a great night, everyone. Take care.
Bye. God, I need to pee so bad.